Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna. Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. So we're back in Tucson. Let's see how long this place will last. Okay, let's start chanting and see where it all goes. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri 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 Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Ah, Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Krishna 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 Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Rama Hari Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Gora Gora Chandra 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna. Gora Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Radha. Radha, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha Rani, Radha Rani, Radha Rani, Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Oh, Krishna. Oh, Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let's see, let's pick a verse here. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna. Oops. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. Yeah, let's pick a verse here. I like this here. This is Questions of the Sages. Jai Srila Prabhupada. All glories Jesus Christ. All glories to all the great devotees. See, devotees, great devotees of the Lord. Devotees, devotion, they're the only ones who really know things more as they are than anybody in this world. So, I was chanting, I was realizing, like some people, I hear, some devotees say, I'm kind of dry. I've been dry. I'm not tasting things, not tasting this bhakti. And, the bottom line is ultimately, if you really want to taste this bhakti, this is from my own experience and from the experience of the devotees I read about. You come in alignment with them. They don't. One of the verses in Chaitanya Charitamrita was the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. They didn't see any other gods or goddesses. No demigods, nothing. They only worshipped the Lord. It was like like they say, Guru is one. They worship one Guru. See, one Guru and the real Vaishnavas that guru represented, the one philosophy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. See, one philosophy. See, one. When your eye is single, your whole body will be full of light. See, Jesus said that. It's always the same truth, man. Jesus wasn't into a whole bunch of philosophies. He wasn't into the demigods. He believed in God and the Bible. See, and he could extract the essence. God was very pleased with, this is my beloved son who I'm well pleased. The Lord is well pleased when you understand these devotional truths. That's called chastity. And if you wonder why am I not getting it? What are you taking shelter of, man? What are you taking advice from? Are you going to the demigods? Are you going to astrologers? Are you going to tarot? These are all speculations. You know, there's so much speculation in these things because the demigod things. Demigods mean speculation. Okay, why not just go to one guru if you've got a guru? Do you believe in that guru? Do you really believe in that guru? Or are you just kind of like a little bit here, a little bit there, and all over the place? So anyway, whenever you get this, then you're going to start to feel the bhakti, man. You're gonna, and when you chant, you're gonna really take shelter. It's like you believe in that shelter. Just think if you had an umbrella and it's raining, right? But you don't believe that umbrella's gonna keep you from the rain, right? So you put the umbrella down. You take it up sometimes and maybe you feel a little bit, then maybe you put it down. See, you don't have faith in the umbrella and only the umbrella to keep the rain off you. Okay? That's bhakti yoga in truth. That's Krishna consciousness. See, you believe in one guru as your shelter. The pastimes and the teachings that guru, if they're really authorized, are going to protect you from the pelting of the Maya. Okay? And when you develop faith that I'm into bhakti, I'm into this guru, I'm into the Vaishnavas he praises, yeah, then you're going to start to feel full shelter of the Lord like many of these devotees. You don't see Govinda when he's reading from all kinds of philosophies and different things. He's into the Vaishnavas. See, this is his shelter. Yeah, Lilita also. These the good stalwart examples. They hold that. They hold that shelter over them and over others who see how they're doing as an example. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, why do you need two gurus? I mean, you go the one guru who represents the truth and the real shelter, and then you go for shelter from astrologers. That's why I told like Sachis, he says, well, I go to these things till I get some advice. Well, why don't you go to guru to get advice about these things? Why don't you go to the scriptures to get advice on these things? What, the scriptures and guru are not incapable to help you 1,000 times better than speculative demigods? See, people, they think, no, no, no. These demigods, I haven't heard it, like Sachi was defending the astrologer. No, no, he's not speculating. And you wonder why they don't feel they dry. What, demigods always speculate. If you're not if if you're not tasting transcendental mellows, you're more or less a speculator. Yeah, these gurus, in ISKCON and Gaudiya Smriti and the Gaudiya Math and all them, they're speculating on Krishna. Until you taste transcendental mellows, you more or less speculate, man. That's the whole problem. That's why in the Narayan Raj group you don't see ecstatic devotion because they're still speculating. They speculate on everything. Speculate on you can be a good to me, it's truth, man. My shelter is the truth. The truth is, you're not a spiritual master unless you can taste ecstatic love of God. Yeah, you're not worthy to be worshipped. That's speculation. If you say you are, these books don't say that, and Gohari Das don't say that, and the real Vaishnavas don't say that. Except the ones who are not yet real Vaishnavas. You guys in Gaudiya Smriti want to be real Vaishnavas? You come here and I'll teach you how not to speculate. You got to learn from a real experienced devotee. Your guru obviously couldn't teach you these things. You got to, hey man, I don't accept anybody as being representative of Vrindavan if they speculate on the philosophy. And that starts with guru, man. Hey man, don't be a worshipful guru. I'm not going to commit idolatry. Even the fucking Christians know not to do that. Christians, they don't worship idols. You know what an idol is? Is a mundane speculator. It's a demigod. It's idolatry. Demigod means below the real God. Why would you want to worship anybody below the real God? Well, if you're a speculator, you want to get over speculation, you got to learn from a real guru. Not any of these gurus who've been speculating and can't get you the desired result, love of God. I mean, if you can't understand what is a real authority, then you don't, how are you ever going to learn? What, am I not telling you the straight out, clear, logical truth? You want to learn about Krishna consciousness, real? You want to be conscious of Krishna? You can't be a speculator. You can't be a spiritual master and take worship because you're speculating. No, no. Swarbdamanar said, "Oh, you want to learn the way you want to learn real the truth. You go and approach a person who is self-realized, who has realized the Bhagavatam, and you learn from them, and then you'll feel the waves of ecstatic devotion. Doesn't that happen here? See, the words of Swarbdamanar come true in living color here, not in the Narayan Raj group, not in ISKCON, not in the Radhakund Babaji, not what I saw." The words of the scriptures sing in this Sangha, man. They dance in this Sangha. They manifest in this Sangha. That's the authorization, man. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. It all rhymes together. Like a poetry, like poetry. So I don't know, if you really want to feel bhakti, this is, follow this advice, man. Come to the point. If you come to the point of having faith in a guru, that, don't accept me as guru unless you really have faith, and do whatever you have to do to figure it out. Come and listen long enough. See why a guy like me gives classes 365 days a year, and I don't teach anything about, I teach you Maya Tattva about the way the world is going, how it's related to Krishna. Why do you need to go to an astrologer to find that out? What, that's not enough? That's because you don't listen. People don't. Your mind gets agitated listening to speculators. You want shelter, you listen here, you listen up, and then you'll get the shelter I got. Yeah, and then you'll become what I have, you'll get. What, do you see, why are you here? Is this, do you want this? Do you want love of Krishna? Do you want the same love you see here? You want to relish the holy name with great, like you're eating a fantastic meal that looks, that's better than anything, any delicacies you can get here with the rich people. See, this is rich, isn't it? This is where riches is. This is a rich taste, man. This is for connoisseurs. See, even the elites can't taste that because they worship the demigods, and they worship the demons. It doesn't matter, demigods, demons, to me, they're all the same, man. Speculators. The demons think they want to be gods on earth. That's speculation. That's all speculation, man. You want the highest happiness. You got to meet a devotee who is an as it is person, man. They relish the devotional mellows, man, of the verses and the words. They don't need to speculate them, and then they present them to you as they are. Just like the book is presenting them to you as they are. Sometimes even the book speculates a little bit because, in the translations and all that, but still you're lucky if you have a living devotee to explain the things to you. You can tell they're authorized because they don't speculate. They relish transcendental mellows. They relish these verses. These verses are their life and soul, because that's the life and soul of the person who wrote the book. See, guru is one. This is the book Bhagavat, book guru. Then you have a living guru who presents the book guru to you. See, that's the word of God. That's the word of the true God, who transcends all the modes of nature, and even liberation. Even that the light, the blinding light that keeps the form invisible. See, that's why they're impersonalists. They don't believe in the form. How does Sachi know who's? Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Uh, if you want to taste mellows, you can't take shelter of the speculators. I mean, you can't say, well, I get, why don't, that's why I wrote in the comments for, this is not, now she'll probably get offended. Oh, he's talking about me. Well, what the hell you want, man? You want instruction or what? Well, go to the demigod then. If you don't want me to speak and help you, or help anybody, maybe somebody else can relate to this. It's not all about you, and that's false ego thing. Oh, it's all about me. He's talking about me. Well, I might be talking about a lot of other people too, because how about 99% of the world are speculating? 99% of the Vaishnavas are speculators. How do I know? Well, if you see love of Krishna in Vaishnavism, they're not speculators. The Lord actually, they get actual revelations and real realizations. They'll understand these books if they're a little bit mature, if they have, some people have some awakening, but they don't take shelter of a living guru. They take shelter of these speculators, you know, and they cannot perfect their bhakti. That Prem Parojana can't perfect his bhakti. He's got some bhakti, he can't perfect it because he still believes in the Narayan Raj Sangha as the highest one. It ain't the highest one. Sorry. They say I'm offensive for saying that. I was reading the definition. I think I got it up here. Here's the definition of offense. Here, you people, somebody should clip this part out and present it to those speculating Vaishnavas who think they know what is aparad and what is offense. I'll tell you what an offense is, defined by Prabhupada. Here, let's see. I think I got it up here. Let's see. No, it's not that one. Okay, let's see here. Here it is. Definition by Prabhupada. Prabhupada always speaks about blasphemy in terms of making false, not truthful statements. See? There you go. That's aparad. That's one definition, and I'll tell you some others. See? Making false, untrue statements. If you say you're a resident Vrindavan and you're not truly a resident Vrindavan, okay, then that's not an offense. I'm saying that person's not a resident of Vrindavan. He has never proved it. He has not transmitted. Says he claims to be a Raganuga Bhakti, and any of them in that line, they claim to be a Raganuga Bhakti, spontaneous devotee, and they're teaching that and don't have the power to manifest it in themselves. This holding back thing ain't gonna fly, not in my experience. And they have not transmitted it to even one person. Much less if you have 1,000 disciples, 3 or 4. I got a handful of disciples, and 3 or 4 of them have ecstatic devotion. Maybe 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, 8 maybe. This is a handful of devotion. He has 1,000 disciples. I couldn't find the top disciples of his that had any ecstatic devotion. And you expect me to not speak about it? No, you guys can commit the offense of believing people to be residents of Vrindavan who never proved it. To me, that's stupidity. That's ignorance. That's why you see, if I was offensive, why the heck does my ecstasy increase? For defending the truth. See? Having the balls to defend the truth, even though millions of Vaishnavas think differently. See? Well, the Lord gives me that gift of understanding and logic and clarity. And that's my gift to share. Otherwise, you Narayan Raj followers will think you'll die without this bhakti while we live with this bhakti. Simply because you haven't met somebody who had real compassion and real honesty to tell you the truth. Maybe one of you will understand what I'm talking about. I'm not saying he was a bad person. He's just like thousands of Vaishnava gurus they're not clear about their position. And that's just how it is, because the mercy of Lord Chaitanya is extraordinary, is the most powerful potency in this universe. That's how rare that Lord is, and that's how rare this preaching is. It surpasses his preaching. He never preached about the mercy of Lord Chaitanya that you could get prema in this life. And that was the full preaching of Lord Chaitanya and his devotees. And people you can read chapter 9, no, chapter 10 of Adi Leela. These devotees had the strength to propagate prema. Oh, and you know what? I think we got a revival going on here, don't we? People just don't know. Where do you hear such bold preaching, huh? Nowhere. I'm amazed myself. You think I could do this? You think I could attack the head, of the snakes, the ones keeping people from Vrindavan? No, you gotta have special empowerment. There's no way, man. That was, look at Lord just doing kind of what Lord Chaitanya was doing, to be empowered to do that. And Lord Chaitanya, everybody was believing in the Devananda Pandits. They're like these Anantadas Babajis, the Narayan Rajas, all these Radhanaths, all these persons. They're in the positions of the earthly gods. They're your gods, man. You believe in their word, therefore they're your God. And Gohari, he's got another word, man. He don't believe in those words that come out of their mouths, does he? And Lord Chaitanya didn't believe in the words coming out of the mouth of Devananda Pandit. It was like these persons. Perfect. He was austere, man. He followed the rules and regulations. He was celibate. You know, and he taught Srimad Bhagavatam, taught Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Had lots of students and disciples. And Lord Chaitanya says, you got no real pure devotion, man. You don't have the real mercy of Krishna. You are not qualified. That's the standard of Lord Chaitanya. That's why love of God was manifest then. That's why love of God is manifest again, because it's that kind of preaching, man. We call them all out, man. You got to. Whatever guards of Vrindavan, listen to me, you guards, you principalities, watch out. We're here to bust you. We're here to bust that ignorance, man. Whoever will believe this word is the word that gets you into Vrindavan is going to get in there. But if you believe the words of the principality, the servants of the principality still the speculators, who believe in those words, and you believe in those words, you're in a false line, man. We're in the real line, man. This is the real line. Goes right. We punched a hole in the universe, man. Yeah, you go file right in this line here. You go right into Goloka Vrindavan, and you'll prove it because you'll chant in ecstasy like some of the devotees here, and they don't everywhere else. So where's the real authority, actually? Who's really breaking down the offenses and fences? If you believe in those who are speculating and are telling truths who are really offensive, that's very offensive to the Lord, man. If you're not a resident of Vrindavan and you claim to be, and and people are worshiping you and you allow it, only God is worshipable, and that means God as guru, a person who can prove that the word coming from their mouth is like it is in the book as it is. See, and the Lord's approval in his the life's ultimate goal is is happening in their body, in their temple, which nobody seems to want to prove or show or anything because they usually can't. It's just a big bluff. Putin, a false representative of Vrindavan, man. Prove me wrong. Show me one example in the Narayan Raj Sangha. The only one who had as a little promise is that Prem Parojana. And he got kicked out of the Gaudiya Samiti. See? That's because he's got a little something. He's not listed as a teacher there. That's all I know. You know, you got all these other guys that are, they're just like you and me. Well, not like me. You know, they don't have what I have dancing in the heart. They have the rules and regulations and the ceremonies and the austerities and the renunciations and the fastings dancing in their heart, but no ecstatic devotion, none. And people think, oh, that's bhakti. No, it's not. No, no, no. Bhakti is what you see here. Bhakti is what you see here. Bhakti is what you hear here. The result of Ananda worship, pure Ananda worship, is what you hear here. The as it is clarified truth, like clarified butter. You take all the impurities and you got ghee. It's kind of ghee-like preaching, delivered with a few cuss words peppered in there to scare the the what do you call, the rule followers away, not to disturb our thing. No, he's not a Vaishnava. Let's go away. Good, 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 good. Get out of here. Go, go, go to Narayan Raj, man. Go to Radhanath and Jaipataka. Go glorify those kind of gurus. You babies, little children, so you're not ready for this. Where were we? We think we have met your goodness. This is verse number 22 in Canto 1, Chapter 1. We think we have met your goodness by the will of providence. See, by the will of providence. And by the will of providence, false followers come and real followers come by the will of providence. And false followers, you can become real followers if you learn. You straighten out that dog's tail of yours that wants to be crooked. You straighten it out by following the real followers, believing in their example. Just learning, like, wow, why is Lalita and Govinda so ecstatic and blissful? Well, they got the real mercy of the Lord. Well, why did they get the real mercy of the Lord, this ecstatic devotion? Why did they get that? Well, look at their example. Do they have any other, gurus and mujis or other gurus that they believe in? Other than, in our line, like Bhakti, like Srila Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vinod. Krishna Das Kaviraj, get shiksha from these books. Do they believe in it? Are they into any demigod speculators, any astrologers? Are they getting a, see, you gotta, think, okay, well, let me follow their example. If you want that shelter, if you don't want to be dry, yeah. It's this is a faith game. It's a game of faith. Otherwise, you can't play this game, the Harinam game. What do you think we're doing when you're chanting Hare Krishna? You're learning to take shelter of that name. Can you imagine you're chanting and you have full faith in that name as your shelter, your umbrella, oh Lord, man, you're it, man. Please give me your shelter, like that kind of chanting. Or you're like, oh, Hare Krishna, where's a demigod? Where's an astrologer? Where's a tarot reader? Where's a, you know, where's a psychologist? And you wonder why there's dryness there. I just got to be frank with you who are like that. I mean, you may not be able to follow this. That's okay. Keep serving. If you can't follow these teachings to the, like fully, keep serving. Do what you can, man. Do what you can for the cause. Help the preaching, like some of you guys are doing. Okay, yeah, and eventually you'll understand what I'm talking about. I mean, that's part of getting the desire is with that dryness. When you get, the Lord gives you some taste, and this will eventually help you when you grok these teachings. and really get in. This is my guru, man. You want the power to preach? Why does Lalita and Govinda able to preach? Because this is their guru. They don't have any other gurus, no astrologers, no psychologists, gurus. Yeah. No, this is my guru, man. This is my line. See, it's my line and my guru and my understanding, you see, I got from this faith. That's called faith. I mean, learn the example from the apostles. Did they, they burned the books. See, you don't tell me that you really believe in Jesus when they burned the books of astrology. They burned the damn things. They burned the tarot books. They burned the astrology thing as a symbol. We don't need this anymore. you know? That's how it is, man. When I left, when uh, I left Krishna and I left. How was it? Oh yeah, I left Krishna consciousness. I wasn't quite into. I was into now. I was into the Wayne Dyer and positive thinking. I had a phase like that too. I remember I was in Venice Beach, and I still had some potency. Because, like, when you're with Krishna and you chant, and I always had ecstatic experiences, and so I was purified to a degree. But I needed obviously the experience of being away from it all, and then I took shelter of tarot and yeah, tarot cards, and I went into the shop, and I bought my deck of tarot cards, and I looked at them, and I thought, wow, I could like understand them to extent. I mean, and I thought, oh, I'm going to go do some readings. And I started doing readings, and they were actually, even though I didn't know anything really about tarot, I could actually do tarot readings, and it was impressive to people. And I felt, wow, man, I can be a great tarot reader. I did right there free readings in Venice Beach, man. Yeah, I got a lot of experiences. Then this a real Christian came up to me, and she said, I used to be into all that stuff, but I threw it away. I don't need it, man. I got Jesus. See, I got the living God living in me. And I couldn't believe it. I got so angry. It's like demon was inside me. I got so angry at her for saying that. Hated that. But that's just what I needed to hear because why am I so angry about this? Oh, it must be I picked up a demon, man, from getting into that tarot bullshit thing or demigod bullshit, speculation thing. So anyway, I gave it up very quickly. I went back to I think Krishna or I might have been a Jesus. I don't quite remember that, but I went back to real devotees, real devotion, and just fucking gave up that shit. Didn't need it, man. I threw away all my astrology books and tarot cards because I felt convinced it was causing demons to attack. Yeah, I mean you take shelter. Demigods and demons, they speculate. Therefore, you can't. It's hard to relish transcendental mellows. You need to understand. No other demigods or goddesses are needed, man. Just whatever Lord Chaitanya presented in those teachings, which is basically the real Bhagavatam and the real Gita, is so satisfying, completely satisfying. I just read one verse. I relish in one verse. What do I need? If I speculated or took shelter of speculators and had faith in speculations and astrologies and astrologers, I wouldn't be able to relish the meanings here. Give me bliss. Give me cause the Lord in the heart to manifest. What Narada Muni had to wait for his whole life to happen again. I get all the time whenever I sit down and call the Lord. Why would I give that up now? Anyway, I learned my lessons and I'm just paying it forward, man. If anybody else wants you, we want to be ecstatic like this. You want to be ecstatic like many of my disciples, give up speculate. Give up these gurus. They're all speculators. Unless they're a resident Vrindavan, you're a speculator, man. You don't know what Vrindavan is. You're taking worship. You're actually offensive. Hey, Radhanath, if you're not a resident Vrindavan, I know you're not. And Jaipataka, you too, all of you gurus, everyone I met, Narayan Raj, Ananta Das Baba, you're not residents of Vrindavan. You'd like to be and want to be, therefore you're not a real spiritual master. You're offensive. Yeah, you're offensive because it's not true. I just wrote you. I probably need to say the definition again. Prabhupada says, what is offensive? What is offensive is uh, blasphemy in terms of making false, not truthful statements, man. You know, you should use that applied to Gohari Das. I'm not afraid. Yeah, yeah. Is Gohari? Can you see? Is he a resident of Vrindavan? Does he prove, according to the scriptures, he's a resident of Vrindavan or not? Can you prove he's not? See? Can you prove he is? That's all I'm saying. Hey, Radhanath, can you prove you are? No, I haven't seen any proof. Where's your ecstatic devotion, man? Where's your realizations? Where's your transmission of ecstatic devotion to your disciples? Nowhere to be seen. That goes for all of them. All of them. Look at my ex-wife, 25 years with Ananta Das Babaji. Where's her ecstatic devotion? She doesn't even believe in ecstatic devotion, which is right here in front of her face. See? So that's a lie. That's offensive to the Lord. And Gohari just makes the comment as it is, right? As it fucking is. And I get flack. What? You don't believe in truth? I'll die for the fucking truth, man. And that's why I live for the truth. I live in the truth. The truth is life, like it was with Jesus, like it was with Lord Chaitanya and all real devotees. And you guys live in falsity. That's why you got no potency, Narayan Raj included. Where's your potency to deliver people out of illusion with real bhakti? Nowhere to be seen. See? I'm helping you guys out, man, because that's offense. If you claim to be, you don't believe in Prabhupada, you so-called followers of Prabhupada, well, why don't you believe his words, proven as real and true here? You make false statements that you're a resident of Vrindavan and you're not, and you can't prove it, you're an offense to the Lord. That was Devananda Pandit's chastisement, and I'm doing it again. Well, the Lord is doing it again. Sometimes I get a little unclear about certain things. Tough preaching, isn't it, man? Calling sweeping out every little particle. We're sweepers here, man, of the dawn, right? Aren't we? What do you think the sweeping thing is about? We don't want any dust particles there, do we? We want to clean that dam out. This is the Gundicha temple revisited. See, we think that we have met your goodness by the will of providence. If you're lucky, you meet a real spiritual master. See? Just so that we may accept you as captain of the ship for those who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali. Do you think that's here? Do you live like that's here, or do you want some other? How many captains do you want? You want some astrologer captains over there to help you cross the ocean of Kali? How about one friggin' guru, one real guru? Huh? You know how you'll cross? When you have faith, when you develop faith in that guru and what they teach, and take that shelter, oh boy, you'll be so ecstatic. All your dookiness, if you're the unhappiness you get from faith in bullshitters and speculators and liars and cheaters and all that stuff that makes you dooky and unhappy, will go away. Dukhi means unhappy. By good fortune. The Lord says, Lord Chaitanya taught, Rupa Goswami or Sanatan, one of those two. Chapter 19 or 20 in Adi Lila. He says, the living entities are wandering and wandering. That's you guys that are like still wandering a little bit over here and over there. Wandering and wandering. By good fortune, though, when by really good fortune, one meets a bona fide spiritual master who tells them like it is. Otherwise, you're wandering to this teacher and this teaching and this speculator and that speculator, even in Vaishnavism, into that speculator, into the Radhana speculator and the Jaipataka speculators. How can I say that? Well, because I would be offensive if I did not declare, if you are not a resident of Vrindavan, you're not a real spiritual master, you are not worshipable. I would have blood on my hands. Blood, bleeding hands, man. I don't want bleeding hands. I'm doing the preaching of Paul. He would have blood. He even said, if I didn't preach the truth that Jesus is the way, he was the real Son of God and not these Pharisees, I'd have blood on my hands because I'm aware of it. And the Gohari's the same way. Hey, I'd have blood on my hand. Your blood, man. Your blood, because you'll die and you'll take another birth because you believe in lies. You believe in gurus who cannot deliver you. You worship them. It's like worshiping the demigods. I would be committing one of the 10 offenses. They're acting like demigod worshippers by speculating. I don't care, you say you're worshiping Krishna, but what are you really worshiping? Speculation means demigod worship. Krishna's not a speculator, man. And when you're a real son of, or a real, friend of Krishna, you don't speculate either. And because you'll have the same love that the Lord has. You want that love? Is that important to you guys out there? Anybody? Well, you know, you you take shelter of this teachings. What, you don't see your teacher has this love? You only see those teachers don't have that love. And I'm calling them all out for your benefit, Otherwise, I have your death on my hands, man, because you're going to die and take another birth because they're not worshipable. Hey, man, this is the apocalypse. It starts with the lips. It starts with the real God being preached in this world. The transcendental Lord is going to reign supreme in this world while this mouth, these lips are preaching, manifesting. Right? Don't you want the real God here? Whose lips is presenting the real God? Like the verse says, in the beginning was the Word. In the beginning of your spiritual life is the Word of God. Otherwise, you're dead in the modes, man. They're all dead in the modes still, speculating. They're all offensive because they're making untrue statements that they're worshipable in the Hare Krishna movement, which is supposed to represent Krishna Vrindavan, but they don't. You offenders. Gohar, are you an offender? I don't know. I ask you guys. Is Gohar a resident of Vrindavan? Is anybody convinced he is or he isn't? Only those who don't have faith. If you actually have faith in this teaching and this word, well, look at the result. I don't know. Look Govinda and Lalita. Do you like that? Look at Noodles now. Look at other devotees here. Look at Janaki. Look at Freddie. He's even getting experiences because of what? It's called faith, man. Faith in the truth. The Lord gives you a lot of boons, a lot of benedictions, man. Basically, he gives himself to you. He awakens in you, appears in the seat of your heart. Look, he's appearing in the seat of the heart of Freddie more than he did in Narada Muni's heart in his last life. Isn't that amazing? Freddie, isn't that amazing? He's appearing in your heart. I already saw him appear in your heart 3 or 4 times, and probably when I'm not looking over there, when you're not on camera, he's appearing too. Right? Boy, you're getting better deal than Narada Muni got in his last life. Your result's going to be really good. How about you, Amy? The Lord's appearing in your heart, I bet, too, huh? It's really rolling down. Hey man, we gotta when we roll down the road, man, we really roll. We gotta have some weight, man. This is really weird. Yeah, even Gita Lakshmi is getting juiced up, man. She wrote, "Hey man, your class, I don't want to miss anything. That's good. Hey, that's eagerness. You're attaining eagerness, Gita Lakshmi. You know that eagerness? Oh man, that excites the Lord. He loves eagerness, and you'll feel it in your heart. When you're eager, that's his eagerness. That means you and the Lord are coming into alignment. You're starting to like what he likes. He loves the truth, man. He loves to hear. That's why I know Gohari knows the secret, man. I just tell the truth, man. And those who are real devotees, who are taught by God in the heart, they wake up. That's the secret, man. I'm going to teach you all the secret too. Some of you are learning the secret. Amy says, and Freddie is a real hard ass. So that is really something. Exactly. You know all about my ass. He's a good comedian too, isn't he? Yeah, I know. A fresh flower coming. And she's a singer too. Yeah, some water here. I don't see how long they'll last here. We're doing pretty good so far. We think we have met your goodness by the will of Providence to accept you as captain of the ship for those who desire to cross a difficult ocean. You see, what is a captain? Can you imagine if you have a lot of mates, right? For the captain, they're serving the captain, and they're on the ship, right? Do you see the analogy there? Can you imagine if somebody comes up and says, "I want to be captain now"? And there's the captain. He's already there. He's captain of the ship. He knows the ship, and he's sailing, and you're helping him sail, right? You go and raise the sails, all that. But what happens when you decide, like Johann? Well, hey, second, the captain of the ship. Nah, actually, he was. I was always thinking I was captain. I'm just as good as that captain there. So he always thought like that. His ideas. I don't know. That captain up there, his ideas are different than mine. I have different ideas than that captain. You know what that's called? And then you act on that. You start backstabbing, like he did, and say, don't believe in that, captain. Go get your shot. Stuff like that. Or different ideas and concepts and conceptions. That no, actually, I want to be captain too. See, he's captain. He's got his little chair there, He does his little preaching. He's captain now. See, so what is that called? It's called mutiny. See, mutiny, and you walk the plank for that. See, he's walked the plank, and he's in this little illusion that he's captain now, and he's got his little mates there. He's got Madhusudan, they're in their ideas. See, that's not the Bhagavatam. When you get a captain, see, if you're a real mate and you're on that ship and you're doing service, yeah, you're going to cross Cully. He can't cross now. There's no way he can cross. He mutinied against the real captain. That's the spiritual masters. That's the analogy here. So now he's in competition. See, that's false ego. He's competition, envy, jealousy. See, all of that is in the false ego layer. They all these are these captain. They're not real captains. No, no. You know. Oh, funny. That was a good one. That's a cheap shot for that poor guy. Yeah. Let's see what Prabhupada says in the purport. It's nice. Oh, okay. Wait. Which may accept as captain a ship for those who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali. How much do you desire to cross this ocean of Kali? Will you accept a real captain? See, of the real ship. You know, when you have a spiritual master, they got a ship, man. That ship is Sadhu Sangha. Okay? So are you on this ship? Do you accept the real captain? Or do you want to be captain? Remember, we have a lot of people walk the plank. They go back into the ocean of, they can't cross because they, oh, no, we also want to be big teachers. We want to be teachers, you know, the same thing, so they walk the plank, the mutiny. Okay? So those who really desire to offer Kali and they're in the right mood of a Vaishnava, which is submissive, you can cross. See, you'll feel it, man. You'll feel protected. Yeah, I'm on the ship, man. You know, when you're protected because you're on a ship and you're not getting wet by Maya, because you have faith in the captain and the orders of the captain, right? The opinion of the captain, and you're serving on that ship and everything. You stay dry. The water ain't coming up there, is it? The water is the speculations and the speculators. They're all the Mayas out there. You're crossing the age of Kali. All the speculators, that water can't touch you because you stay on the ship. You're on the ship and you're sailing, man. The captain is there. The ship is there. You're dry. The waves don't splash on you because you don't call those waves. You don't believe in those waves. What do you think that when Jesus was walking on water, right? And there was a big storm and everything. And then Peter says, can I also come walk with you? And Jesus said, yeah, come. And he started to come. He had some faith. And all of a sudden his faith went because he believed the waves were going to go, and he sank. And Jesus picked him up. I said, okay, anyway, you're not quite ready. We have some of those here. See, they still have, but they don't have full faith in Guru, man, and the word that they speak. I have faith in these words, man. I've learned my lessons. So you got to learn yours too, whatever it takes. So the age of Kali is very dangerous in purport. Oh, wait. I didn't finish the verse. Which deteriorates all the good qualities of a human being. See? So even in this Kali, it deteriorates even goodness. See, all the good qualities. That's why it ain't good enough to stay on the Vaidhi Bhakti path if you're progressive, because your qualities will be deteriorated in this age of Kali, especially the way it's advanced. Do you see how devotees, they're selling out? Look at you gurus, man. I don't know what you did, but you're telling people to get the shots, man. That's, it's deteriorating you. See, deteriorates even goodness, deteriorates everything. See, oh, but we met this captain. See, this captain is not in goodness. He's not in passion. He's not in ignorance. He's in transcendence, huh? He's in this world, but not of it, right? You got one of those? Is Radhanath one of those? I don't think so. He doesn't have the qualities I've seen. None of these guys do. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You become a devotee of a devotee. You become a disciple of a real spiritual master, empowered by the real transcendental Lord, who keeps them in transcendence because they have attachment, deep attachment to that transcendental Lord, to the truth that they'll die for. Well, you don't die in the truth. You live in the truth. The truth will set you free. Conclusive truth. Real guru is a resident in Vrindavan. Isn't that a beautiful verse? The real spiritual master is a resident in Vrindavan, just like Prabhupada said. And if you're not a resident in Vrindavan, you're offensive. Don't call me offensive. I tell you the truth. I tell you what Prabhupada said. I just told you right there. If you're not a resident of Vrindavan, you taking worship, you are a liar. You are a deceiver. You are a cheater. See, you are a speculator. See, you are offensive because of those qualities. That's why you don't see ecstatic love in the Ryan Raj group or the ISKCON group or the Radhakund Babaji group, because they're not real residents of Vrindavan. Not even in the Guru do you see, at least in Prabhupada, we know, we saw, we heard, and you can see by his realizations, the person's a real resident of Vrindavan. Real one. Not a mode of goodness preacher, or sannyasi in the varnashram system. No, a real devotee with real bhakti, real devotion. It deteriorates even goodness. That's why it's not good enough to be varnashram dharma. That was just your start. It's not good enough just to be a regulative devotee in the goodness, because you're regulated. See, regulation is goodness. Oh, I do the morning program. I'm a Purusha type. See, Purusha, that ain't good enough. It deteriorates your qualities in this calling. It only cannot, the jurisdiction of the material modes have no jurisdiction over transcendence, over the spiritual potency. And that's what we carry here, because we're not speculators. From the first moment I first started watching you, I had a deep feeling that you were in this world, but not of it. I feel the same about myself, but it seemed very obvious to me with you and your true followers. Yeah. See, this book keeps you in transcendence, man. These verses are of the spiritual dimension, and they put you in the spiritual dimension. The name of God, awakens the spiritual dimension in you, and you live in that dimension. That's called pure devotional service. Are you into that, anybody out there? Well, you better take our teachings and our words seriously. Otherwise, you're taking another birth, you speculators. You specs. See, speculator, you have specs. See, the Lord purifies our specs, gives us real spectacles so we can see what's going on in this world. Purport: the age of Kali is very dangerous for the human being. Human life is simply meant for self-realization. Isn't that a beautiful truth? It's only meant for self-realization, to realize the real self. See, that's Guru. You got to see, does Guru Hari, has he realized the real self? See, I got to put everything, I'm not afraid. I'm not like these gurus. They're afraid. They're offended if somebody points out or challenges them to see that if they're living in the truth. If you're living in the absolute truth of Krishna Vrindavan, you're going to have great spiritual power, man, to do something significant for the disciplic light. So don't tell me Narayan Raj is the successor of Srila Prabhupada. If I have to see something significant, and not just teaching Raghunuga Bhakti and talking about Radhe, 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 and no transmission of Radha energy and potency and purity and ecstasy and conclusive understanding. That's not a successor of Prabhupada. See, I would be an offense if I did not share my conclusion according to my understanding. There would be blood on my hands, because you all believe that, and you guys are dry as a bone. You're intellectual, masturbators, spiritual masturbators. You're alone. You are not Radha. Shamarani, somebody needs to tell you this. You are not with Radha. You are not with the real Krishna. See? Because you got to be with the real Radha, man, because only she knows the real Krishna. And you will not present that same example that line is presenting is an intellectual conception of, of Vrindavan, which is not just intellectual. See? It's based on real, intimate affection for the real Krishna. And that means conclusive truth. And then you are what you are, man. You're a real resident. People can see it. People can't see that they're not, that Narayan Raj group is not real residents because they don't see this standard. They don't want to look at this standard unless they're really sincerely looking for the truth, because this points out the real standard of what is a resident Vrindavan and what is beyond speculation of, oh yeah, this is my presentation of Krishna consciousness and Raghunuga Bhakti. Radha, Shuddha, 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 Radha, 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 Radha. Here's the pastimes of these two people that they don't even know. And people say, you're Guru Dave. Wow, what a great class. What class did you have, man? That's called low class. That's not a high class. They just, it's just a bunch of words. High class devotees, and that's a high class. No, high class is a real resident of Vrindavan that you can prove it, man. Where's your ecstatic worship, man? Where's your energy, man? Where's your pure energy? Where is God using you? Because there'll be life there. Yeah, and not just intellectual speculation and memorization of verses and no personal experience of the verses. See, who's the verse? Look, take any verse. Take this verse. We think we met your goodness by the will of providence, so that we may accept you as captain of the ship for those who desire to cross the ocean of Kali. Who's that fucking verse, man? Only here. Look, we've had people already crossed Kali, right? Lita, right? Many of you out there are crossing. Where you see examples of them crossing in Narayan Raj. I haven't seen anybody cross yet. I haven't seen any ISKCON devotees cross. I haven't seen the gurus cross. Nobody's crossed except in this Sangha. Even disciples are crossing because we got some mates on the ship. See, some friends, some disciples, real disciples, sincere. Where are the verses in real life? That's devotee Bhagavat. See? That's no offense there. No offense. But offense is, yeah, get on my ship and you can cross to Vrindavan. But you don't go anywhere. You don't go to Vrindavan, man. You're idolaters. You're worshiping idols. Speculators, demigods, imitating residents of Vrindavan. That means they're serving the principalities of Putana, who is a false representative of Vrindavan. Therefore, they naturally speak poisoned kata, speculation in their Radhe. They're not experienced devotees, experiencing real prema. They can't show it, they can't demonstrate it, they can't transmit it. Therefore, they're bogies, bogus. I don't care how sincere you may appear. You either are a resident of Vrindavan or you're not. That means if you're not, you're still serving lies and liars, and you're being deceptive. You can't get out of it until you get the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya and the real power to see all these things. That means you have to hear from somebody who sees these things. That's the captain of the ship. And if you accept, yeah, he's captain, man. Yeah. I have faith that this person's, I'm convinced. That's all I need is such a captain. I'm just going to work on this ship, man. I'm on this ship. I'm going to work for this. This ship is crossing and wants to get other people on the boat. Let me help people get them on the boat. Let me tell you, yeah, this is a great ship. See, the witness program. This is a great ship right there, Amy. Ete Lolita. This is a great ship. It's very seaworthy, man. There's no little holes in there. They plug up all the holes. We're all working on the ship together. We're plugging up the holes. Some people come on there, stowaways. They come and they stow away, but they look there. Hey, well, we want to be captain also, and they start doing some mutiny stuff, some diabolical plans like that Johann on the underhanded thing, behind the back stuff, do this. They always undermining the real captain's, opinion and orders and all that stuff. So hey, he walked the plank, man. We get rid of these people. Yeah, you go out there in the Maya for a few lifetimes. Yeah, we're seaworthy. We're strong enough for the storms already now. How about you guys? You speculators, man. Can you withstand, the ship? We're like those icebreakers. See, we break the ice. There's a lot of ice in this Kali Yuga, man. You know, icy hearts, hard hearts, and we just come in there and we break that ice, man. Yes, yes, go hard, does. Yeah, decide what ship's seaworthy out there, you Vaishnavas out there. Is your captain sea? Is he a real captain? Is he is his ship? Is it seaworthy? Is a ship is conclusive truth, man? You know, it's principality stuff, not flesh and blood, not yeah. Is that philosophy of Narayan Raj really seaworthy, man? Because if it is, that ship will have a big party, man. We party on this is the love boat, man. This is you ever see these sea cruises? They have big parties on them and everything. But this is for elites. See, this is you can't just this is expensive usually to get on a ship like this. This is a luxury cruise. These the conclusive understanding that we share and we discuss and we preach here and we relish here and taste here, the delicacies and the feasts are usually only for elites. What are you getting on those ships of Narayan Raj? Well, I got a lot of rules, a lot of regulation. Oh, you didn't get to the real party yet. Yeah, we don't even. Oh, what rules, regulations? The only rule here is party, man. Party with Krishna. Hey, man, have a great time relishing his name and being intimate, calling him and having a great time being in his association. Talking about Krishna, talking about the truth, sharing the truth, busting her balls. She has balls, man. She's audacious, man. To dare. She can't stand before her master. She's only got to stand before fools. She stands before fools. You know, she she's like a gorilla. The gorilla demon came to Vrindavan. Imitating Krishna. Her devotees. Yeah, yeah. We have this is a party boat, man. This is the love boat. Yeah, what is your boat there? Go there. Well, we're the rule boat, man. We're Narayan Raj. We're the intellectual boat. Yeah, that's not seaworthy, man. You can't cross the ocean of Kali. You have to go and meet the real captain. The real captain is what the book describes you see in life, man. You got a real living captain, man. And they're not speculators, man. They prove they relish mellows, man, just like Lord Chaitanya's real line. All of a sudden you look here in 2024 and you see all the way in 1586 or whenever he was here. You think it's a coincidence that his disappearance was 14 was is June 14th. June 14th. And so my birthday is June 14th. See, so his disappearance and his appearance in 2024. Is it so is this the appearance of Lord Chaitanya? What is the appearance? You think, am I trying to imitate Lord Chaitanya? No, the appearance of Lord Chaitanya is his philosophy, his real truth. That makes him appear again. Narayan Raj didn't preach the mercy of Lord Chaitanya that you can get prema in this life, but Gohari is preaching that and doing that, right? The Lord proves these words, these lips, these smacking lips, smacking everybody, whipping everybody. I don't have to touch anybody's body, man. We just whip them with the lips, and they feel the sting of truth. So yeah, we present the real Lord, therefore he appears again, right? He likes this kind of preaching, man. He likes the roars, right? He likes if somebody roars on his behalf. Yeah, we just the Lord roared first, and his real friends really roar in this world and blow away those elephantine fences. Fences, the lies, the cheating, subtle there, the ones who are imitating the real residents of Vrindavan but can't prove it. Amy says, I noticed that coincidence right away that Lord Chaitanya disappears on the same day the year you appear. Isn't that funny, huh? Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, yeah. Isn't that funny? That's amazing. It shows you that there's something, some connection. So the age of Kali is very dangerous for human beings. Human life is simply meant for self-realization. Yeah. So self-realization, man, where you got to go to somebody who's realized the real self. See, and if you realize the real self, you'll have the symptoms, the signs. The signs of realizing the same self is Satchitananda. See, you see the Ananda manifest in the temple. Okay, these are the temple. We don't need to make an expensive temple with all that hard work and everything. This is we just work with what we have. This is enough, man, especially now in the modern times. We have the cameras, we have the sound vibration going out, we have truth. This is truth going out there. Oh yeah, I can whip a lot of people with this truth, man. Right, man? They'll feel this sting. All we have, you present this to your gurus, Narayan, I don't care, all of them, Radhakun Babaji's, you present this and they'll feel the sting, man. Yeah, truth is stings. When you're in the lies, that's your purification, man. Because what's being said is very true, isn't it? Truth stings when you got the false ego, man. When that's gone and everything, you just love to hear the truth like the Lord loves the truth. See, but due to this dangerous age, men have completely forgotten the aim of life. See, self-realization. See, this is Prabhupada. Look, he was seeing all this. He's like, nobody who's interested in self-realization. Is that astrologer? So let's bring it at home. Is that astrologer that people consult interested in self-realization? Usually not. They like to prophesize. In other words, they like to speculate. What is prophecy is usually speculation unless you're really a prophet. But astrologers usually are not. They like to speculate. Oh, it'll be like this and it'll be like that. A lot of people doing shit like that nowadays. TikTok, you hear a lot of, oh, he prophesies these meteors are coming and all it's gonna, or with eclipses and it's gonna be horrible and everything, and it's not. I noticed that. I keep tabs on these things, these predictions. Oh, this is gonna change everything, and it doesn't do anything. See, I was not supposed to fly on that day. But I got a cheap ticket. I said, I heard enough of this bullshit, man. So I bought a ticket on the day, and it was cheaper because a lot of people didn't want to fly on that day. That the eclipse was going to be, and it was just kind of interesting. I saw the clips from the plane. It got dark and every light. I landed, and everything was the fucking same thing. But the speculators got their day, and people believe in the speculation. See, they believe to their oblivion. That's the problem. You believing that in Krishna consciousness. They say this is the way Krishna is. Krishna is this intellectual jargon, and he's Shuddha Bhakti, and here's my imaginative explanations about Shuddha Bhakti. See, pure goodness. I'm not in pure goodness, but I'll explain it so nicely. No, you can't explain it so nicely unless you were empowered by pure goodness, the pure goodness of God's transcendental mercy. Real truth. It's solid, man, not speculative, moving around. I'm glad Maharaj blocked Johan's Madhu, as they should read lecture in Philadelphia. 12. If you concoct, I am very intelligent than my guru, and I can make addition or alteration, then you are finished. That's it. You walked the plank. That's exactly what Johan did right there. Thanks, Amma. If I concoct, why did Prabhupada even say that? Because so many people were concocting, even in his Sangha. Look, they concoct, you know. See, I'm very intelligent, more intelligent than my guru. Isn't that what Johan thinks? Hey, Johan, you've been pegged. See, this is you. Any of you spies over there, can you see that that's what he did? He's against, he's following the line of his thought. Because that's, yeah, you see, you're following that false line. See? Oh, I'm very intelligent. He thinks, oh, I'm very intelligent. See? That's why he did what he did. Oh, I'm very intelligent. Gohari's not as intelligent. He doesn't know the glories of getting these vaccinations. You stupid fool. Unbelievable. See, that's what you get. See, you think you know. See, so he's a false follower. That's why he's separated out there. And you guys, you spies for him, you should hear that. You know, he's a false follower. And, you know, if there's any light in your soul, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's proven by even Prabhupada. You see, they think like that. I'm very intelligent. See? I know more than my guru. I can make addition and alteration. See, I have another opinion. I can make addition and alteration. Yeah. Over there you can, but not here. Your addition is not welcome. Because you act like a non-devotee. You're not a devotee of a devotee. You know, Lord Chaitanya said, those who are my direct devotees are not my real devotees. That's him. He teaches that direct. You can be a direct. Oh, everybody can get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. You don't need a guru. Yeah, well, you're being guru by presenting that false concept. See, so those who are say they're my direct devotees, see how he's doing that, are not my real devotees. See, he's not a real devotee. But those who are the devotees of my devotees, the real disciples and a real devotee of a devotee, they're my real devotees. Can you tell that how Lalita is, how Govinda is, prime examples, or anybody else like you? See, when you become a real disciple and a real devotee and sold out, I don't need anything. What my guru is presenting to me is the prasad. And when you get naturally attracted, see, natural, when it becomes, you become purified and you see, yeah, if they're a real guru, they're a Vai medium and they're really used by Krishna, man. And when you really get that, because you're getting purified, you'll be totally satisfied, right? I am. I'm listening to this discourse also. This is very satisfying to hear the truth boldly preached in this dark place. What other light do you really have? You think these astrology speculators can give you real light? No, real light comes from a real guru. If they're real, you should find out, is your guru real? Because the real light of the real truth of the real God, the real transcendental God will come through their lips. Apocalypse. They'll create an apocalypse in your life. Complete transformation. You'll be delivered by those lips, by that word in the beginning of your life. Real life is the word, born of word, not of flesh and blood, born of the word of Guru, who gives you God's word, because they're with God. See? With God. Truly, genuinely, not a liar, not a deceiver, not a cheater, but actual. And the Lord proves their word is true, because you'll have an awakening of that God in your heart if you believe in those words and you become convinced, not blindly, but it makes more sense than any fucking thing you've heard in this world. More sense than the Radhana's bullshit and the Narayan Raj's speculation and the Radhakun's impotency and false past they're teaching, because they're not experienced residents of Vrindavan. If you're an experienced devotee, a resident of Vrindavan, God, Krishna, will prove your words to be true. Just like Jesus said, you don't believe in my word? How about the works God is doing? What are the works of God since Lord Chaitanya? Not parting seas, material seas, awakening bhakti in people from that word, if it's the real word of Lord Chaitanya and his real teachings. All your miseries will go when you have faith in those words. Oh, I see what you mean. Because we are devotees of the devotee, which is you, then we want to be direct devotees to Krishna without going through Guru. Yeah. But you have to be the devotee of a true devotee. Yeah. Even I don't have particularly a living Guru, never really did. But I'm a devotee of devotee. It's I'm already did that, obviously, because now that's the example. When you guys are devotees of devotees and get the mercy of the Lord, there you go. You're the path, man. You're the path for the world. But I'm also a devotee of devotee. I'm a devotee of all these persons here. These are my masters. These words are my master. They come through the real devotee. It's the word of God, man. Therefore, I'm a devotee of a devotee. I'm a devotee of these words that came through the lips and through the pen and the writings of real devotees. It's always that way. I'm here to teach that, and you teach it better because you get your this consciousness in this life. And if you come back again as a teacher or whatever, you won't have to have a living guru per se if there's not one available. You'll be that. The scriptures, you'll see, the Lord will show you the scriptures, just like he showed Jesus. Who's Jesus's guru? Well, nobody knows, because the Lord showed him the scriptures, or he had it from his past lives. Same thing Nityananda. Who's his guru? Nobody knows, but he had it from his past. Most of the followers of Lord Chaitanya didn't really need a living guru, but they got one anyway because the Lord was there. They were followers of the Lord. And the Lord was manifest in a physical body too. Yeah. Ooh, okay. See, men have completely forgotten the aim of life. Yeah. See, and so we're here to remind them. Lord Chaitanya said, the religion, the pure religion of this age. This is Lord Chaitanya said this. It's in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. The religion, the pure religion of this age is to remember Krishna and remind others. In other words, everything related to Krishna's name. That means his pastimes, his philosophy, the truths. Hey, you've all forgotten, world. You've forgotten the aim of life is self-realization, to realize the self. And the best, quickest way to do that is to go to those who have realized the real self. And the real self, the best of the real self to realize, is not coming through only the mouth of these devotees in Bhagavatam who taught austerities and stuff like that to, to learn from. The best realization of the self was presented by Lord Chaitanya. The most merciful understanding of the self was presented by Lord Chaitanya. The most magnanimous contribution of any avatar was given by Lord Chaitanya. And we preach that. We preach his mercy that's already upon many people here just by coming here. Yeah. See, we remind people of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and what hope. Isn't that amazing? What assurance you get. Here you can see examples of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya where you can't see any of that mercy. That mercy of ecstatic devotion is the real mercy. The awakening of real bhakti that Narada Muni had so rare in that last life. And look at Narada Muni now. That mercy is even more available than it was to him here, and not in. That's why Narayan Raj taught, many lifetimes before you'll get that awakening, that bhav, that prema. Because look at, he's teaching like Narada Muni. Look, he barely, and how great he was. He barely got an experience. So I'm going to teach like that, right? He's teaching like that. Oh, you want, that's very high mercy. You got to go. You got to be sadhana siddha, but you need kripa. But you got to be sadhana siddha, but you get kripa. In other words, he couldn't give you the kripa, but he can give you a lot of sadhana. You chant your 1 lakh, you fast, and you follow the rules and regulations and build temples and all of that. But the kripa you don't get. That's many lifetimes. He didn't have the power to give that, did he? He didn't have the realization to give that. Oh, but this guy with a t-shirt and no markings of a Vaishnava can. Well, where's the real authority? Is it in the tilak and the dhoti? And the many false followers who have no bhakti, or is it in the guy with a t-shirt and no markings, but has the power of the real Lord Chaitanya to deliver prema in this world, in visible examples right before your eyes, you Narayan Raj followers, and you're still blind because you can't see it. Otherwise, you would be here. But you're criticizing my guru. You're offensive. No, you're offensive because you're supporting him because he's not a resident of Vrindavan. Never proved it. Doesn't even prove it in your experience. But we prove the residency is here. The real residency is here. And also in some of my disciples already. So the real authority is here. Is that not logical? It's offensive if I did not preach that truth because I'm aware of that truth. It's offensive to follow somebody who is still in offense. See? Remember? Definition of Prabhupada. Let me remind everybody, because we're in dangerous waters here, right? Dangerous waters. Srila Prabhupada always speaks about blasphemy in terms of making false, not truthful statements. If you're not a resident of Vrindavan and you claim you are, and you have people worshiping you like you're a resident of Vrindavan, but you're not, that's offensive. That was Devananda Pandit. See? That's many of these gurus now. See? They're being worshipped as residents of Vrindavan. Why would you worship anybody that's not? That'd be demigod worship. That's not Krishna consciousness. Aren't we taught to worship Vishnu? See? Vishnu or Krishna or these authorized forms? Well, you got to find the empowered version because that's another form of Krishna is the real guru, not the false one. The real Krishna is the real guru in that form. You believe in the Shastras? That's what they are. Is Narayan Raj like that? Is Radha not like that? I don't think so. They haven't proved any of that. Who's the real form of Lord Chaitanya? The empowered form. See, Krishna, remember? Chapter 1, spiritual master, is one of the forms of Krishna. They don't say, I'm Lord Chaitanya, I'm Krishna. They're the empowered form of the Lord. That's why what the Lord had said in the book was written by an empowered form of Lord Chaitanya. Even Krishnadas Kaviraj admitted it. He said, it's like Lord Chaitanya actually wrote this book. That's how empowered he was. You must be that way. You must be empowered to preach the real book. That means Lord Chaitanya is here. If you don't believe that, then you're not seeing straight, man. How many Narayan, that's why I say, how many of you Narayan Raj devotees believe that Lord Chaitanya is working here? None of you. Not one that I've seen. That means you don't know the real Lord Chaitanya. He didn't come to you in that form. See? You believe those who are still in offense. See? They're offense. They're not who they are. See? They're still serving the principalities who block Vrindavan. We remove those principalities, you notice? Yeah. Oh, we dance on the hoods of the speculating Kalya, right? Poison Harikata. Oh, we dance on those hoods, man. We're not under those. I don't believe in speculation. If I did, I would be a servant of Kalya. I would be poisoned by Kalya like so many Vaishnavas are already because their gurus are poisoned. They speak poison simply by being spiritual master and they're not residents of Vrindavan. See? Simply because they're serving Putana by being a false representative of Vrindavan, being worshipped as real. Oh, Gurudev, give me mercy. They can't give it to you, man, because only a resident of Vrindavan. Hey, man, are you in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line or not, man? Because that's what it's all about. Real resident of Mayapur and Vrindavan. That's a real devotee. That's a real guru. Otherwise, you got falsity. You got offense. You're in offense. That's why you guys can't chant like many of us do, because we have faith in the real truth, in the real path, in real devotion, and real. Everything we do is real, and more real every day. More clear, more clear, more clear. That's why it's so inspiring to come here, right, Gita Lakshmi? Boy, do we get to the nitty gritty, don't we, Amy? We get down to the nitty gritty. We split hairs here, We have very. Can you imagine a high standard like this being preached by a guy in a T-shirt with no markings? I think that's amazing. That's a miracle in itself, man. This is the funniest thing in the world, man. God, there's so much to say about this stuff, man. Oh man, thank you. Oh, Bhagavatam, you're so fantastic. Oh man, this is my Lord, man. I stand under Bhagavatam. I stand under. I swear allegiance. You say, hey man, I take this court of law seriously. You 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 swear to tell the truth and only the truth, so help you God? Yeah, I do, because God is helping me, man. Yeah, I do. I swear on the Bhagavatam to tell the truth and only the truth. So help me, God. Otherwise, you got to help me, Lord, because I can't do it on my own. I'd be a liar like all these other so-called gurus. Okay, All right, let's get some people up here. Come on, I want to see everybody up here now. Come on, and you, Amy, you better get your little booty up here today, man. Okay, go get it. Go, go. I hope you've been what do you call preparing for this and keep Lakshmi and all the. Oh, look at Lalita. She don't wait for nothing, man. She's just right. She's a greedy girl, man. Completely greedy. Yeah, look at her, man. Look at her face. She hides the greed, but it shows in the lipstick. Always want to kiss Krishna. David Beeman, where are you now? We're gonna flaunt that lipstick in front of you. Give us a word, Lalita.
That's a vision that I had, to be under that book, and that it rains and that you become ecstatic from hearing to the word.
Uh,
Really, really, yeah. When I speak about that, I have that vision, and it's really how it works. You become an ecstatic devotee by standing under that word, by offering your obeisances to that holy word, to that real truth, and live for that, surrender unto that, and then you get. Oh my God, my head was too close, and then, and
okay.
then you get. Yeah, you get that deep contact of the Lord. My God, Guru Maharaj, your preaching is always like that. I'm always under that book. I'm always under that word. It's always raining upon my head. It's making me paralyzed under that book like a statue. I live in a cloud under that book, in a pink cloud. Yeah, yeah, it's wonderful, yeah, wonderful, over and over and over again. That word is full of vibrations. That truth is so so delicious. Yeah, yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's about. It's this is all the prasad, man. As when it's as it is. It's like even Prabhupada. The devotees were reading his book, and he was sitting there smiling, just taking it all in. And the devotee said, "Why are you hearing your own book? Why are you so happy doing it?" He said, "Well, Krishna wrote this. I'm relishing this. This was I just took the dictation, man. So why wouldn't a preacher also like would, because that's the way it is. Guru is one. Whether they're in the book now, like with Prabhupada, or a living. That's why people need the living, because they don't, they like to relish what Prabhupada relished. Prabhupada wasn't, this is not speculation. These are these truths in this age of Kali is very dangerous. I just don't know. It's so fantastic with the writings of these devotees. They're just full of nectar, full of the absolute truth, which is very satisfying to read. That's why you can't read. I can't read speculation. I can't hear speculation from these people, man. You know, from these gurus, from Narayan Raj. Even I'm telling you, man, that's the way why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I am what I am. The Radhakun Babajis do. Hey, man, you know. This has gotten me over what is people call the false ego. This is the real. I don't need any false ego. No, I'm devotee. Devotee means devoted to these words, man. Devotee, it starts coming out of your word, man. When it comes in your ear purely, right? And then it comes out of your mouth purely. And it does stuff. It awakens people. It delivers people out of illusion. When they say, "Oh, you're my captain, man," boom, you think that please, oh, you found my real devotee. You believe in my real devotee? You don't believe in the astrologers to help you? You believe you got enough with your real devotee? This is what Prabhupada was teaching his disciples. He says, they started to go to God brothers, which they still do. They still have faith in the God brother. I can't believe these guys are still stupid, dumb. You know, Prabhupada said, "What are you going to my God brothers for? Why are you serving them? Why are you going to their lectures? What? I don't have enough books." He said, even if your guru had one book, You don't need anything but the prasad you get from your real guru. I mean, that was the teaching of Prabhupada. It's always the real teaching. Look at the Christians. Look at St. Paul. Look at St. Peter. They have one, teaching from Lord Chaitanya. I mean, from to Jesus. And look how empowered they were, with the spirit of devotion. Why, the same thing is here, you fools. I mean, don't tell me you guys are intelligent, right? You don't see the spiritual power of God here. You are idiots. Stupid. Right, Noodles? He's just thinking about those songs of Ram. Ram, Ram. Give us a word there, Noodles.
Oh, Maharaj, today's class was wow. I mean, like I was just thinking, I had been on this search to really. I'm like, I was always. I knew there was something, but I didn't know how to figure out. I didn't know what was the path or whatever. I didn't even, for that matter, I didn't even know I have to find a person who could actually, give this to me. And it just has happened, like, and now I'm like, my search is finished. I found you, and that's it. And everything else will be taken care of. I have that kind of a and the more I feel like that, I see the Lord reciprocates more to me. It is ever increasing as this feeling increases. And
Oh,
then when
mute your mic
when
there,
there is
Gita. Mute your mic. There you go. It's still on.
నా గురించి చెప్తున్నారా?
Yeah, you got to mute your mic there, Gita, I think. Okay, good. There's a
Oh,
mute.
is should I go on now, Maharaj?
No, no, go. Yeah, continue. So we'll just go over it until. Go ahead. What else?
Yeah, so I I feel that as that feeling increases, I have the there's a lot of echo. Is it better now? But I can't hear you, Maharaj. I've lost you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't hear
yeah.
that.
It's better now because I had to take her down because she couldn't mute her mic or something.
Oh
But go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
So I was trying to say, as that feeling and faith for you increases, I see the reciprocation also increases, and then there is this feeling I felt today, Maharaj, like when you were talking about one guru, one truth, and it's like that one love is all we need kind of a thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's just that, like, and it's so comforting in a sense that whenever I feel agitated, previously I would meditate on it for so long,
yeah,
usually longer than what it takes now, and it's just within minutes, Maharaj, I can just come back to grips with it. And I'm not, I just yeah, I mean, you came and you were speaking all this, and I was like, yeah, why do I want to be in control of things, right? Why would I want them to work the way I want them to work?
yeah,
It's that kind, it's increasing, and then that makes life so easy. I could see that, and then I do not know, I mean, the moods are so different now for me, like, they every day it keeps changing on and off. And but the feeling I have is like ever, it's increasing. It's like I can't stop myself from smiling or laughing. And then now I've got that picture that I told you, right? I couldn't get my eyes off of him. I have that as my wallpaper and everything, because I just can't stop looking at it now. I just have
wow.
to look at it.
Yeah.
He is so beautiful. I will share it with you. He's so beautiful there.
What a gift. See, these are spiritual gifts, to be so attracted. And yeah, because that's the way it is, whether it's a picture of Ram or a deity or the book, glorifying the truth, and so devotees have different like propensities for worship in different ways. Yeah. some combination sometimes, and maybe more emphasis on one thing or another. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. However you worship the Lord, He reciprocates, and yeah,
And he speaks through so many things now, that I was not very sensitive to all these kind of things. I wouldn't see anything in people, I mean, like true, if I would take what they're saying for, what they mean is something which I wouldn't know previously. I will just take what they said, but now I'm like, and I can see through it, and it's not me seeing through it. And it's like there are so many things we have in our heads, isn't it, Maharaj? So much of purification. There's so much crap in us that I see whenever. It's like whenever I feel agitated or when I feel a pang, I know it is purification, because that has to go. I shouldn't be having space for that. It should be gone, so that he can give me, more, so I can get more of himself. So I feel that. And then everything, every nook and corner of my house, I think I feel like I can see his presence. Everything looks more beautiful because he's around, and I can actually feel that everything is having more life.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's in relationship with God, everything now. You see, that's how you stay out of Maya. Yeah, Lord Chaitanya told Brahma, when Brahma said, "How do I stop getting, like, uh, because I'm creating all this nonsense in the world, it doesn't make any sense. How do I stay out of illusion that I'm creating for everybody?" Because he said, "I'll be meditating on all this." He said, "Just remember that everything is in me. See, everything is in me, and everything. You just remember that." And so when you see everything in relation to Krishna, it makes sense. See? Otherwise, it's empty and meaningless. That's the Mayavadi thing. It's only part of the truth. They don't see everything in complete relation. This is all illusion, but they still don't see its indirect connection with God, and therefore that's why they don't believe in the personal form of the Lord. Like Muji. He was a nice teacher. I mean, he's got some good ideas and everything up to a certain point. But when it gets into personalism, he's lost. He needs him and any of his followers need the association of a Vaishnava who understands how everything in this world is related to the personal form of the Lord. It's the reflection. See, when you get that, that's Bhagavan realization. And that keeps you safe forever. Narada Muni is going to all universes. He's not bewildered by anything because he sees everything in relationship with the Lord. The nine
Yeah.
yogendras are like that. They go into they like to see, how everything is related to the Lord and it's interesting to them. That's how when a lot of people can't imitate what I do. Like I may watch movies and stuff like this, but I'm always seeing that. It's how to me, I find it interesting. I use a lot of it for preaching too, but it's just interesting how everything, the Lord has got his hand in everything and things remind me of Krishna. The full extent was Lord Chaitanya, how he would, everything reminded him of Vrindavan. I mean, the tree, see a tree, and he says, "Oh, he saw like a dark tree, and he said, "Oh, this is great." He was like amazing. That's why there's nobody was like him. He was God, literally came here
Yeah.
as the greatest devotee, Radha. Yeah. So why
it's
wouldn't
it's
anybody take show? Go ahead there. Sorry.
No, I'm like, it feels so amazing. I mean, the kind, I cannot, I mean, I am just repeating myself, but I cannot feel enough. I don't feel enough talking about it. The kind of reciprocation I feel is like I mean, like, I cannot explain it, Maharaj. It's like so real that I'm like, and it's like it's there. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I can talk volumes about it, but then I don't really have words. It is, I feel so much of, it hasn't been there in past. So it's obvious that, there is something happening here. If only people can try, it can come out in different ways. But, uh, like, sometimes, like we think it takes years, but I think, for me, did I in those years really pay attention? I did not know. It was just couple of months of focus, and things started working. So if somebody really took up that 30-day challenge or something, it really can work wonders. And it, I mean, like we can see the difference. The way it actually. Okay. I can't imagine, Maharaj, when people, 10 years down behind, when actually we were following this ISKCON stuff, and people said, you'd have to actually focus on Lord all the time, think about the God all the time. Like, how the fuck do you do that? I can't do that.
No.
And yesterday I couldn't stop thinking about him. I was per se listening to uh, movie songs, but then love songs, and then I couldn't actually stop. I was dancing around, blushing like a 13-14 year teenager would do. I couldn't I And it was so normal for me. I mean, it felt natural. It's not like I was conditioning myself to think about the Lord all the time. I had to really stop doing that so that I could actually focus and get back to work. It was like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the natural. See, it's supposed when you start really having spiritual awakening and experience, it becomes more natural. It's not it's not foreign. It's not like you're trying to do something. It's not like you're doing a sadhana, to practice, being a devotee. People are just devotees in practice, not natural. This shows you the power of this sangha is to cause that natural relationship with Krishna, which nobody but here has actually produced. They're all producing, like trying to trying. They're acting like actors. Acting like devotee. They're not actually got the natural devotion that devotees have and natural perception that devotees have. But that's when you got. I mean, we're here to do the finishing work. This is unauthorized by Prabhupada and everything. Anybody coming here, you found the most authorized thing out there, available. And when you come long enough, you'll see that, and then you'll be very happy, because you'll see the real shelters here. Some people it takes a long time, they still have, faith in speculations, you know. It's an addiction to speculation. It's what it is. I see what I'm perceiving. Johann is addicted to speculation. He's addicted. Literally, it's like an addict. You can't like an addict. You can't cure them. They have to like they have to realize that they have to realize I'm addicted. That's his repentance. It's I'm addicted to speculating and that's the problem. The heart of the problem. Even here in our sangha, if people are dry, it's usually because they're addicted to speculating and they're not taking full shelter here yet. Bottom line. And the more you get convinced, and see, it should be natural too. You should be convinced, not blindly, but that you heard enough, you get purified enough, you're getting experiences increasingly that it becomes natural that you have faith in what's going on here. You attentively listen. You don't come here all the time and start thinking about other things and other things, and your mind is not focused here. Otherwise, you become a David Beeman type. He's like that. I've seen him when he listened to classes. His mind is going all over. And other devotees have, also. They're just not quite here. You're not completely here. See? And so until you really start applying these things, then you'll start to really get that this is all you really need. What is this? It's all I really need. I mean, I'm just sharing what all I really need is just to read a verse or a sentence or a word and be fully satisfied that it comes from Krishna. It is Krishna. That's how wonderful these books are that Prabhupada wrote and had great faith. Everything he did, the books were primary. He always made time for translating. You can see in the Lilamrita, always had a time for translating. That's why he got up at 12. He knew his mission, translate these books. And it's the same thing. Prabhupada said, no, actually start with Bhakti Siddhanta. He said to the disciples of Bhakti Vinod, he saw a lot of neophytes, he said, you should hear these books from me. He wrote these books for me to preach to you. And the same thing Prabhupada said, my guru wrote these books for me. He knew that. And I say the same thing. Nobody's proved any difference. Prabhupada's books are preached here. He wrote them for me to preach because I haven't seen anybody preach them like we preach them with the power behind them. It shows you why he came. He wants to finish this, finish this work in devotees, which you can do. The finishing work is life's ultimate goal, right? So we already have people achieving that. Is attraction and deep attachment for Krishna. Life's ultimate goal. What else will finish things? What other finishing work do you need? That's the beginning of real spiritual life.
I think, yeah, I've started to feel that, life's ultimate goal is to actually find the right guru, and then everything else is sorted, isn't it? Once you find the guru, once you find the true devotee, you're sorted.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal, that you find the right person, right guru,
What else do you need after that? You get everything. Yeah.
everything else is taken care of.
Yeah.
I mean, these songs, Maharaj, these devotees, when they sing, at the end of it, they always take their name and then attach it to the Lord's name. So they keep saying, Tyagaraja's friend Rama, or Ramadasa's Lord Rama. And I used to wonder, why would they want to do that? Why would they take their own name at the end? Why would they write their name at end of the song? But then now it feels like it's because when you sing, you are not approaching the Lord directly, you are actually approaching the devotee, and you devotee's Lord, or
Yeah,
devotee's
exactly.
friend.
Yeah.
So that's like, they are making sure you utter it that way, so that you are at least you're going through the right door, and it's not just the Lord directly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it works, that Jesus preached that. He said, my God and your God. See, he gave his devotees, his disciples, his God, and that's how it always works. If you want Vrindavan, that's why you need a resident Vrindavan, a real resident, because my God becomes your God. It's the same God, but you're saying I'm attracted to this. So if you're not like slated for deliverance to Vrindavan, you'll get some other deal. You'll get a speculator maybe, or maybe you'll get a Ram guru if you want. But in this age, it's Lord Chaitanya is really the deal. And so my God is Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. They're my gods, and that becomes your God. Or if you're Ram disciple, that's all included. I mean, Ram is also Krishna, and Krishna is also Ram. That's what Lord Chaitanya showed Murari. So, and so not only do you love your guru, see, so Lord Chaitanya was, demonstrating being a devotee of Radha and Krishna, or Krishna. And so Murari saw him as Lord Ram, his worshipable deity. But actually, Murari became also a devotee of Radha and Krishna because everything's included in Lord
Yeah.
Chaitanya. So you get all of them if you want. I mean, you can always just worship. Doesn't matter, you find your God. Everything is in Lord Chaitanya. That's what the main thing Lord Chaitanya showed. He showed Ramananda Roy all these forms that were his form. Ram with the bow, and the Radharani was one of his forms, and Krishna, and then all of these forms. There's so many, and they're all in him, all in Lord Chaitanya, this sannyasi, man. That's why personally, Lord Chaitanya, he's the man, man. He's Amy says, oh, that reminds me of how Janaki told me that when you read the books or hear the words of Guru, you should think of it being told directly to you, like to Amy. And I always feel that way when you are talking, like you are talking directly to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's yeah, yeah. So Lalita, give us a word. Thank you there, Noodles.
Yeah, what can I still say? What can I still say? I don't know anything about Lord Ram. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So I cannot imagine how it inspires her. But I also have, I have a lot of joy when I see pictures of Lord Chaitanya. For me, it's Chaitanya, Chaitanya, Chaitanya. That is my light, and I can imagine that. Yeah, you when you look at pictures when they are really showing the mood. With me, it is especially the devotion that I see when it are really beautiful pictures. Um, it is really inspiring to keep.
You know what you could do is you could listen to or read some of the Ramayana and see how you feel when you read those, because it's also filled with the qualities of Lord Ram, and see if you can how it relate how you feel when you hear those qualities, or songs of Lord Ram like she does. She listens to songs of Lord Ramachandra.
But those Indian songs,
Yeah, we don't
I'm not so related to that. I can love it like when I hear Gita singing. Wow, that is beautiful, very, very beautiful. But her voice is beautiful, and but for the rest of the Indian music is not really so attractive for me.
Well, yeah, you see, she hears the words, and we don't understand the words. That's the problem.
That's it. That's a problem. Yeah,
See, it's all in Indies or whatever
yeah.
language they have.
Ah, that's him.
This was the face I was talking about. I can't get this off my.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you like that face, huh? Ah,
Yeah,
ah.
It's lively. It's very
yeah.
lively. He's very
It's as
lively.
if he's speaking. It feels like he's talking to you.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I don't know. I've never found it,
yeah,
I just yes, they
yeah.
2 days back, and then from then on, I can't stop listening to love songs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you become more receptive. You start to see other things, and before your eyes are going open, your transcendental eyes. Yeah.
So Gita Lakshmi, why don't you give it another try? Come up here, and how about you, Amy? Why don't you get it and come up here? And Shama Sundari, can you come? We're gonna call your names. See who if we can get it. You got what's this? Rade, you could come. Freddie, come on, man. We got a lot of people out there. Come on, let's make it a party for God's sakes, man. Yeah, the more devotees, the more interesting. It's not. That's like the whole thing of Vrindavan is they have a lot of devotees. It's not just Radha and Krishna. They got it adds color, everything. We got to get in the same mood too. Got to see your colors. Yeah. Okay. While we're doing that, I'll read a verse. So, people will gradually lose their memory. This is the Prabhupada's purport. People will gradually lose their memory, finer sentiments, strength, or better qualities. See, people. That means you can be in any mode. See, you can be in any mode, and um, your qualities will diminish. That's why you must eventually attain Shuddha Bhakti. That's the only and staunchly. This is why you got to be staunch. And speculation is your enemy. See, speculation is your challenge. So to hit the Shuddha Bhakti, you can't speculate. You cannot imagine yourself as a high devotee or he's in a guru. All that speculation. You got to be as it is. See, otherwise your qualities will diminish. That's what I noticed. It doesn't matter. You can be real vibey and all this stuff. The qualities, especially now, oh my God, it's really terrible out here in the world. I mean, I don't feel it's terror. I walk around like in this bubble in Jurassic Park, you know? Just all these other people are suffering, but they're outside the bubble, you know? And they don't want to come in. I don't know, just a lot of crazy people in this world. They don't understand, and not everybody can. So we just help those who will come in the bubble, because you're in the Jurassic Park now in this time in Kali Yuga. Oh my God, man. It's just that time. This is the apocalypse. It really is. All the signs are here and increasing. And so this is the thing. It's an opportunity, though, to get to Shuddha Bhakti. I mean, otherwise, people, they don't change. They get so attached to even goodness, passion, ignorance. They get so attached to it, and the Lord's mercy is to take their shelter away. That's what's happening now. You have faith in the government, you can't trust the government now. I mean, it's like they're corrupt, they're thieves. Everything in 12th canto is happening now. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me read you some stuff. It's interesting, actually. Here, 12th canto here. Okay. Oh, we got Gita Lakshmi. Okay, we're gonna get. Okay, Gita, give us a word. It's
Hare
you're on.
Krishna Guru Maharaj. Sorry, I was outside, so there was a lot of disturbance, a lot of
Yeah,
sound there.
it's okay.
Yeah, I'm going through. I can tell you one thing, Guru Maharaj. I'm seeing a lot of difference. I'm like, there's something is working here. I don't know, something is working here. A lot of mood swings, a lot of emotions I'm going through. Once I'm crying so loudly, and once I'm laughing. Today morning, when you started the live stream, I started crying in front of Krishna, and you were like, ah! I was like, I don't know. I was like sitting down, and I was like, ah, Krishna. I was like, Krishna. Something is working. I was crying, and I feel I don't know. This is a kind of purification process. I don't want to leave this Sangha. Something is working. No, I don't want.
I like
During that first week of the lectures, I was running out of the lectures. I was, no, this was not my place. But no, this is my place. It's so tough now. So this kind of purification I'm going through, it's so tough. But I know I'll come out of this, and definitely I'll feel that. Now I got some greed in me, like a lot of greed. So I have to feel that ecstasy, like Lalita feels, like Govinda Das feels.
She's stuck, is it?
she's stuck.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, you see, this is what I like to see. She's with the process. She's intelligent. She understands it. Yeah, I know I'll get through it. I'm going through this process. Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me, Guru Maharaj?
Yeah,
No,
now we can.
something. Today, my phone and my internet connection, everything. Yeah, Guru Maharaj. I'm like, yeah, facing. I'm like seeing all these changes every day. Sometimes I feel it's tough, but I know it will work. Whenever I feel tough, I just go to your Facebook and I just see your face, and I just, Guru Maharaj, please help me. Guru Maharaj, please. I just ask this. And today, when you came, I was just crying in front of you and in front of this picture. I was like, ah, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. I was like,
Yeah, you
She's
see,
going so fast with her. Unbelievable.
fast, amazing. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I tell you, we get the jewels here, man. You know. You know what
Krishna.
austerity is? They get.
I can feel that. Krishna. Oh, Krishna. Krishna. Oh, Krishna. Yes.
Oh.
Love it, man. I love transformation.
I was outside. I was drying fast to come back home and join the live stream because I was in gym. I was working out, but my mind was here.
Yeah,
I wanted to talk. I wanted.
well, that's beautiful. I love this. I love, to see that how Krishna is working in people, that are open and receptive. And
It's beautiful.
that's the example. People have to see that, It's great.
I mean,
Oh God. I
It's
think
okay.
her internet is also going through purification, Maharaj, looks like.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. There you go.
maybe yes.
You're back
Maybe
there.
my internet is also going through purification. Yes. Yeah. After crying out loud, I feel so relaxed, calm.
Light. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yes.
I've been doing this lately, Maharaj. I roll literally like, I go up to I sometimes I cry so much that I can't stop it. And then I go and it starts to, become too much. Then I go run to Funny and he starts laughing. I'm like, I can't stop crying, damn it, I can't stop crying. I and
In my house, people stare at me like this. I mean, they know that I'm crying. I'm crying for Krishna. Before they used, I mean, like long back, they used to ask me, are you in pain or something?"
Yeah.
Now they don't ask me because they say,
Yeah.
"Okay, she's watching something or she's looking at Krishna," and my husband looks at me and just walks away. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's the purification. Like, remember Narada Muni, the Lord appeared in his heart, and the tears came, and that's your service is that purification, and everything gets more calm, more clear, more purified, more connection. See, more room for the bhakti, and then you'll see your songs will, especially if you already know how to sing, and then the Lord starts singing through you, and then it's better than anything. Because even if you sang like a frog, the people will pick up the vibration. But when you start and you're a good singer, and then you say, "Oh boy, it's amazing, be amazing."
As Lalita said, I mean, our Indian songs, because I understand the meaning of the song. When I sing that, I
Yeah,
just, I just try to stop because while recording for the students,
yeah.
but it's like, yeah, it's so
yeah.
depth
Why don't you sing us a little bit of a song now?
now. Okay.
Yeah, give us a
ఏదైనా
little.
రాముడు పాట పాడండి.
Oh, there you go.
Ramuda.
No,
Okay.
I was just asking her to sing any Rama song.
Okay. I thought of singing Hare Krishna. Okay, Rama song. Okay, let me sing Rama song. Rama Rama Nivaramu Gama Rama Sita Rama Rama Sadhu Jana Prema Rara Rama Rama Nivaramu Gama Rama Sita Rama Rama Sadhu Jana Prema Rara మిరుగుచీలముగటుక మెల్లగా రామ కరుకు బంగారు సొమ్ములు కదలరారా మిరుగుచీలముగటుక మెల్లగా రామ కరుకు బంగారు సొమ్ములు కదలరారా రామ రామాని వారము రామ రామ సీత రామ రామ సాధు జన ప్రేమ రారా ప్రేమ రారా ప్రేమ రారా
Yay.
That was great. Wow, that's great. Yeah.
I was like, my voice was tired because I was crying since morning and I was working out.
Oh,
But still, I wanted to see today. Krishna made me sing in live in front
yeah.
of you all.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I could feel that mood, that devotion. to Ram. It's all about is love. Love for the object, the worthy object.
Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpadi Gopika Gopikanta Radha Kanta Namostute Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Lalita could sing with me this one.
Oh, go ahead. Let's see you both sing. Let's see how it works on the computer.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Don't hide your mouth there. I want to see that. No cover-ups. Yeah.
I like everything about guitar, everything.
So
Boy,
much
this is getting
ecstasy, so
juicy.
much.
This is great. What a nice contribution this Gita is. Huh? See, we get more flavors here.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Where is funny? Where is funny? Where is funny? He
Yeah,
should
where's
sing.
funny?
He's working, I think.
Oh, he's
He
working.
should
He's
sing.
got
He's one of my teachers. I always send my recordings and he corrects everything. Okay, here you should improve. Here this is good and that is good. So, yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh,
Okay, I'll
thank
read a
you.
little bit more here. Let's see where we're at here. And so this age, this is Prabhupada, and so this age is very difficult for those who want to utilize this life for self-realization. Yeah, it's very difficult, but it's pretty easy here, isn't it? The Lord has made it very easy. All you have to make some time, turn your camera on, miss the live, watch the replay, and you get self-realized. See, we're realizing the self. How else you get, when people don't know the as it is teaching is so great because you get a clear picture of the Supreme Lord. See, when you have a real devotee here that's really empowered by the spiritual potency, they cause the resurrection of the real Lord, not the speculative one that doesn't work. See, this is the real meaning of the resurrection is the devotee resurrects the Lord as he is. And is so pleasing to hear the conclusive truth. That's what causes ecstasy. See, the ecstasy is caused by getting a clear picture of the real Lord, and truth sets people free because the Lord is very happy. See, actually, the truth sets the Lord free in you. That's the secret. See, when the Lord is freed up in you, where you can play now. See, he likes to play with the truth. He likes to play with his devotees, and you're devoted to the truth now. You learn from a real guru. You're a devotee of a devotee. You grok these conceptions, and you've applied these conceptions, see, in your life, and you see it works. See? And so that's how you become the shepherd of the sheep looking for the truth. Isn't everybody looking for happiness? No, yeah, People just don't know, well, what is happiness? Well, happiness is going to speculators. Yeah, there's some happiness in that. But, we got to demonstrate love. Well, look at the happiness of being really connected to the real line. That's the witness program. You say, well, God, the happy, I'm collected with the real line. This is different. See, Bhagavatam, highest truth distinguished from speculation, which is a part of the illusion, or whatever it is, you know. And so, yeah, I'm connected. This is so great. This is wonderful. Yeah, and and then you've made it easy for people, because self-realization is very difficult on your own. It's very difficult by going through the blocks to self-realization. Blocks are speculation. Blocks are speculators. Blocks are those who are not really the spiritual master. See, it's all leading to the Savior, man. The Savior is one. You're saved by the one used by the real transcendental Lord to save you, man. Otherwise, you're not quite saved, are you? Yeah. They're the ones who are the devotee Bhagavat. See, everything is as it is. There's the book Bhagavat. Is it really a book Bhagavat? Is it a book of speculation? Or is it a real book Bhagavat? It's actually the word of God. See? And that word needs not to be spoken by a speculator, by somebody really empowered to speak that word. See, they speak the word. See, and then it's the word of God. It awakens God in you, and everything. That's the sower of the kingdom. Remember that parable? This Jesus said, "I'm a sower of the kingdom." See, of the kingdom. I'm a sower of the word of the kingdom. See, it starts with the word. See, it's as a seed coming from a fruit. See, where's the fruit of love of Krishna? That's where the real Krishna is. You need that seed, and that seed goes into you, and that's why you see these experiences are happening. Purification happens, expunging of all speculations, and even maybe demons and whatever's in there, that you picked up being in this Kali Yuga. Whatever blocks are become unblocked. That's where all the crying is. See, all that crying and laughing and all that is getting this all out, expunging things. Yeah.
That seed comes from a fruit, like the seed that you plant. You are a fruit.
Yeah.
And you plant that seed in our hearts, and we become fruits again.
Yeah, I mean, it's very simple. Krishna consciousness is to find where is the fruit of love of God manifest. See, Madhavinda Puri was the first fruit of love of Krishna. And then Krishna appeared to him and said, because of your love of God, that fruit, now I'm going to appear in the world and deliver them. You see, that's why you're not guru until you're an example of that. That's why people get delivered. See, it's almost like, it's not almost, it's exactly like that. Krishna appeared, and in the form actually appeared and said to my second disciple, said, well, because of your guru, I'm giving you my darshan. Okay? And it comes over and over again. If you have the Lord appear in your heart and the tears come, that's you getting the darshan of the Lord. You may not see the Lord, but look, Noodle sees the pictures, sees the Lord. See, and she appears in her heart, and she gets bliss and all that. See, that's the service to the Lord. The Lord say, oh, now because of your guru, you're qualified to serve me. See, and that service is very ecstatic. That's now you're in Vrindavan. Is just, is just being with Krishna. Whatever awakens love for Krishna, which is usually the Lord, or whatever picture you're looking at, or song you're hearing. Now you're qualified for the direct service of the Lord in that way. See, because you went through the real line. See, everything's speeded up here, isn't it? That's why you see Narayan Raj teaching the long path. He even said, oh, many lifetimes before you're delivered, many lifetimes before you get prema. See, he said, oh, yeah, in this lifetime, You know, you got my association, and then the next time you make a little advancement, you get the association of some other devotee, and then you get closer and closer to the Lord. There's speculation, and that ain't the way it works. You meet a real guru, and they preach the confidential truth, like he's saying. I'm just correcting the problem because that's the duty here. He's saying, I'm a spontaneous devotee and I'm teaching Raganuga Bhakti. See, but no raga is being transmitted. So that's the speculation. And then you teach, well, this is the way it works. You're going to, gradually meet. No, you come here. I'm teaching Raganuga Bhakti. Raga is transmitted here. It's in Guru and it's in disciples who are getting purified. They go through spiritual transformation. They have spiritual experiences. The bhava begins to taste for bhakti happens. Then ruchi, or that's taste, and then you get very quickly all the way up to bhav and prema. Even in this life, it can happen, and it is happening in many devotees. That's being saved. That's finishing the work. Otherwise, not finished. People are still trying to get Krishnas, trying to attain Krishna. We already got Krishna. We got Radha. We got Krishna here. Just come meet them. Yeah? Isn't that what it's about? Just come meet Radha and Krishna. Yeah? Don't you see Radha when you see devotees crying for the Lord? That's Radha, doesn't she cry for the Lord? You're crying for the Lord. You must be a girlfriend. Must have relationship. You go to the persons who are Abbas devotees. They're not real devotees yet. You go there. Okay, are you a devotee of Radha and Krishna? Where are the tears? No. Well, what is that? It's not supposed to cry for Krishna. And all kinds of speculations. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I come here to meet Radha and Krishna. You know, I'm not happy just to meet the rules and the regulations. No, I come here for happiness of meeting Radha and Krishna. That's the way Radha is. She says, I don't know the rules and regulations of the Supreme Creator. I don't know those. I don't care about those things. I just worship for Krishna for happiness. Are you like that? Well, my happiness isn't following rules. Well, my happiness is communion, man. I don't want no dry wafers and ceremonies of dry wafers and grape juice. I want the real thing. I want intoxication. I want the real wine, man, that new wine. I want the real wafer, man, the real wafer, not the wafer, the truth, man. I want substance. I want to hear Hari Kata that makes my head spin and paralyzes my legs. That kind of stuff, right, Lalita? I don't want this watered down, poisoned, truth, with speculations and all. That's poison. It's still poison. Yeah, so self-realization is easy now. If somebody's teaching it's hard, well, they're just not so qualified. Why not? Don't you want to go to the best teacher who makes self-realization easier? Easy. Lord Chaitanya made it easy, right? Nityananda made it easy. His real followers made it easy that were ecstatic, like Minikaitam Ramdas and Krishnadas Kaviraj. All you need is a living devotee like that to make it easy. Ooh, Shama-san. Give us a word, Shama-san. Otherwise, I'll just blab away.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, to give the word, one must have something to say, and I was just attracted because of these beautiful devotees. And I like it when you all describe those feelings and sensations. One must experience that to understand what we all going through. And it's beautiful seeing all those emotions, sometimes I feel like we are all very brave to go to execute this path, and this bravery came from Krishna, from God. It's like he's giving us the hand to go through this path, because nobody who has material brain or material senses, or no experience or no connection could do this, because it's like really being on the ocean, of material waves. And sometimes when I listen to you, I mean to devotees, because you, Guru Maharaj, you are giving the light, the tunnel, the rope. And when devotees are holding this rope and share their experience, I feel like sometimes we are crying because we are very moved through Krishna is touching our heart, and it's like, wow. And sometimes we are crying because those all material, blockages are, when you have something very dirty cup,
Yeah, yeah,
it takes some, purification to get this dirt. It has to like fall off. And we as devotees, we are feeling this, and it's not that we are attached because we have this transcendental understanding, but we have to go through this, and it feels sometimes this is like pain. It's like a soup. It's boiling, but like you said, this is it's very fast. It's happening. Everything is happening very fast. The growing, the purification. Like I said yesterday, I have the feeling personally, my feeling is that I made lifetimes development. How it goes? Yeah, that I did some lifetime jobs. I would need, I don't know, 100 lives to experience, to resolve what I resolved because of your presence and your guidance in the last 5 years.
Wow. It's 5 years already, huh? That's a long time.
More than 5 years, yeah.
Wow.
With some stops, for purification,
Yeah,
but I'm not feeling the guilt anymore.
yeah.
But I also feel like before I was like controlling and stopping, and now I'm letting be this very spontaneous. I know that I cannot stop it. I cannot like reject it. It's always there. It's always in background. It's very spontaneous. But what I went through with my purifications last 2 years, nobody would believe me. So I don't want to prove it, But I felt very alone in this process. Of course, Krishna was from time to time. Krishna is crazy. Krishna is always there and he's playing. And sometimes it feels so overwhelming. And then he's jumping, from the corner and saying, it doesn't matter. There is another play. There is another round. And it's like never-ending story.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, people here, if you're there's no end to this. They'll just go deeper forever. That's the beauty. And once you get through these things more and more, you start to see, wow, God, we're just going deeper now. There's no other path. That you found the ultimate path is what Lord Chaitanya brought here. And we're just bringing it forth again. There's not going to any other philosophy. Even Vaishnavas are still going to different gurus, who are all the same thing. They all haven't realized Krishna. That's what I've seen. They go from in the Narayan Raj. I've seen it already. Some are already rejecting Narayan Raj and then going to this other Radha Babaji. And it's always been the same thing. They go from guru to guru and everything because they haven't found the real connection yet. When you find the real connection, then you just get through the purification and then it's deeper forever. I mean, you don't see me going anywhere now. I got through enough. I went through my stuff too. But it's very clear now. It's just, hey man, I'm just going to go deeper forever. What else?
Those Vaidis guru or gurus in general,
Yeah.
they are, I see them like running programs, they are just running programs like in simulation. And
Yeah.
those Mayavadis, they are just repeating one from another, the same stuff, trying to decorate as
Yeah.
its own. And your preaching and your truth and your being like example situated in this transcendental knowledge has a sword and the power to cut all of them, all gurus, all Mayavadis, all philosophies, it's amazing. It
Yeah.
must be sword of God.
Yeah, yeah, it's true because the other things lack depth. They only go to a certain point, the Mayavadi thing, and they just speculating around the same points. Doesn't go
No,
any deeper. Here I bring up the same points, but it's always a deeper thing because that's the way bhakti is. It's special. Bhakti is special and topmost, and we're bringing it to make it like the standard in the world because by the more you discuss these things and get purified, the more power God has on this planet to reveal his best secrets. you know and we all love that intimacy and secrets, and ultimately that dominates. This is the prophecy of Isaiah. He said there will be a time where everybody will know the true God, you see, and Lord Chaitanya came to help people do that. And we're doing our part, man. It's fantastic. I mean, I just love seeing this, people really going through it, and really have the ability to handle it.
yeah, I think I mean non-devotee would not go through it.
No.
Only with help of Radha and Krishna and Guru you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're slated for this, really, because you'll be called to it. But not everybody is. You can see a lot of people, they're just not, they're not suited for this path, and some are, but and need pure. Well, everybody needs purification. This is so deep and so powerful. Yeah, yeah. What else there, Shamasan?
Like I said, I'm feeling attraction. It's growing every day. I feel very safe and happy and grateful. Gita, nice to meet you, by the way. Mm, yeah, to see all those devotees, I'm I have to say that yeah, I'm the biggest fan of Lalita, she was my light in many curves of my process.
Yeah,
I love that I always can come to port.
yeah,
Sometimes on the ocean I feel alone and I feel angry and I'm like, "Ah, you are talking only about the one side of process."
yeah, yeah,
But like I said, I'm not trying to show off. I'm not trying to be guilty. Like I'm letting to flowing through me. I trust, I know that I'm like it's I cannot deny anything,
yeah,
but I fully trust. I just fully trust, but I'm also walking like I'm, observing.
yeah,
I'm now in observer mood, not like, oh, I have to do this or black white. This, if I will choose this, then I have to neglect this.
yeah,
No, I just trying to open my heart and to
yeah. I
let
love
it
this.
smooth this time,
Yeah.
please, because I was dying so many times. Nobody will believe me. It was crazy.
No, it's great to see devotees, and that's to show the process, show going through it is so important, and because that's what happens. People teaching spiritual life, they know this comes up. People have to empty out on any path, even the Mayavadi path. You have to empty out. The Buddhist path, empty out. It's all of, you got to get the speculation out. This is so great because this will complete everything. This is topmost. Well, you see, we're already seeing how topmost this is becoming. It's like being really established in this world. This kind of bhakti. This as it is thing. Hasn't been established in Vaishnavism yet. Prabhupada started, our line starts it, but we're bringing it, all these deep secrets out and establishing it as the essence. I mean, Lord Chaitanya's teachings has to be established because they're going to be the easiest way to go back to Godhead. His he's the avatar. He's the man. He's the spiritual master of the universe. And I don't know, my happiness is just to present what he is teaching. And well, all the books are teaching basically the same path. You be around real devotees who have real devotion, and things will happen. You'll change in that association, just by association. Yeah, go ahead. But
Can I, Guru Maharaj, share just in few sentences my experience with this devotion and with your mercy and with the with the power of God? Because it happened 2 years ago that I got ecstatic, and it was basic. It took like 1 month, and I was only seeing Krishna. I could only think about Krishna. I was like flying over the ground, and it was wild. And then when it finished, when it stopped, or I don't know what happened, then I went through purification of my life, like everything what you can imagine: losing money, losing boyfriend, losing identity, and it was like really. It took many months. And then I got this ecstasy, this mercy again. This time took like 2.5 months. You know, it was magic, crazy time. I just remember this like beautiful dream, because I didn't know what I'm doing. I was just eating these words. I was listening and in any time I can, and I'm running business, and it was like happening from itself. I couldn't say how I did it, what I did it. And then, for example, it again finished, and I went through very hard purification again, dying. Oh my God. And now it's like I feel like it empty out. And now I'm saying to you, okay, I'm feeling again more attraction, more curiosity. And I also feel this like this feeling, this whoo, when ecstasy is coming into your body, you are losing like control. I lose control. And yeah, this is what I want to testimony, that it's like this power, this magic, this Krishna's potency, because I'm trying to be smooth, but it feelings my body. I cannot do anything about this. And it's like coming. It's like the water is boiling again. And this feeling, you all know this feeling. What should but I want you to say to others, this feeling is like, and I'm like, no, slowly, easy, man. I'm not ready for the third round. I don't want this. Yeah, it was my process last two years.
You're not saying that so much anymore, right? No, hold back. You want more now.
I felt today when she was singing, and this vulnerability, this showing Lord. I felt my Lord, and I was a little bit slowly, Krishna.
Oh, really?
Slowly, please. I'm very good right now. I'm not like with attitude, or because I really don't want to go through this.
She's
This is what I
hard to
went
get.
through.
She's hard to
I'm
get.
like, I'm open, I'm present, I'm here, I'm doing this, but please be this time smooth
Be
with
gentle.
me.
Be gentle. Yeah, you're like a virgin. Like a virgin. Be easy there. Don't go in too hard. Yeah, it makes sense.
Can you share, Guru Maharaj, at the beginning, when you first got ecstatic through Krishna consciousness and you figured out how it works, did you experience this like very in and very out, like really?
Yeah, and yeah, a lot of things. Yeah, a lot of pain, emotional pain, burning things up. Yeah, in this confusion sometimes, being spaced out. also being space, like getting really high and then losing ground, like not feeling grounded, and yeah, so a lot of the just everything with stuff you go through, I went through, also, and now it's getting more stable, more, I feel it's like integrated, integrated, and yeah, and I'm very addicted, very addicted to the truth.
Addicted.
Yeah, addicted, like really, like I gotta have it, man. You gotta have it. Yeah. So yeah, and my journey started, started with doing LSDs and mescalines and stuff like that, and then being, burning out the body and being like kind of helpless. Nobody could help me, and then getting Jesus, the connection, and having transformations and experiences, and then Krishna consciousness, and yeah, it's a journey, and integrating that and going to the Vidis and being different, different things, it's all that. But it's resulted in being here now. You know, yeah, go ahead.
Did you have some attachment, something what was like very hard to get rid of,
Oh,
like I have the guilt, you know, some weight, you were like, you thought it's already done, and then again and again, and it's like, had you something like this, what was very
like,
like pain of the ass?
like what? Like what kind of
For example, for me, it's my life topic is guilt. I feel like every purification, it's like getting this parasite of guilt, but it's
oh,
not like one time. It's coming back.
yeah, guilt.
No, something what was very hard to get rid of this. You were in this process. You were
Oh, yeah,
figuring
yeah,
out.
yeah. Like what was stubborn? What was stubborn?
Yeah.
I don't know if there was anything very stubborn in me. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing's coming to my mind right now. Maybe later. Can't think of anything. That's, yeah. I just kind of went with it, with whatever is going on.
So the touching was your stuff. Like, what was your thing? The touching was
Yeah,
easy.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't feel anything that I was really like really holding on to. Yeah, it was just kind of a process that was kind of automatic with me, and I just kind of went. I think that this for me, it was like I just went with it. Just kind of surrendered to it. Just like I didn't have a lot going on. I never, like since 1972, I never really had a regular job much. Just, everything I did was spontaneous. Sometimes like I got into real estate spontaneously. Everything was a job would be, so I didn't work much. Even the work was pretty easy, everything. So I just kind of just went through it. Once I had my experience with Jesus, and then things changed. I just, yeah, I just kind of went with whatever came, surrendered, it was about basically surrender, more surrender to whatever, what needed to be surrendered, I guess. But I don't know how, I don't know, I don't know what to say, about that really, other than I just kind of went with it. She got it. Yeah. Oops. Any other questions?
No questions. I will today plan and organize my way to Belgium.
Oh, really? Oh, great. So you're going to come. All right. You mean I get to meet you finally?
Today I know the answer, but I'm doing my best. I already delayed one meeting in my business, so I'm making the space, and like after our life, I will plan with train, with transport, and yeah, I wouldn't like to miss this opportunity.
That's great. Yeah, 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 yeah. 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 Do you usually have to make reservations long in advance to get on the trains, or is it
Yeah,
something?
Germany is crazy. Germany is like Germany is very expensive. Trains are very expensive, like few hundreds, like really. So
Really?
now I have to plan, but it's not like about money or planning the train. It's more about my business because I
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah, yeah.
program customers, workers, and I have to deal with this one. But for 2 3 days, it's I'm 3 times yes, I'm coming, but I
Okay.
have to figure it out yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where are you, Gita? Where are you located? Are you in
I'm
UK or?
in USA, Maharaj, USA, Pennsylvania.
You're in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I'm in Pennsylvania.
I didn't know. I didn't know you were in America. I
Yeah,
assumed you were in somewhere over there in UK or some Europe somewhere.
I'm in USA. I'm in Pennsylvania.
Oh, really? Oh, amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My husband works here, and I teach music here
Oh, really? How far are you away
Do
from New Jersey?
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, how far is New Jersey from there?
How far is New Jersey? New Jersey is like 2 hour, 2.5 hours drive. 2.5.
Oh, really? Only? Oh, wow. Because Amy lives in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. She lives in
She's
New Jersey. Yeah, that's
she's
nice.
really great.
Just close. I think 2.5 hours drive from here.
Ah, yeah, 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 yeah.
do
Yeah, I
we
was.
know the story how Gita was attracted to the sangha? Because I missed the point.
Oh, yeah,
Actually, in the first week when my brother, I mean, he told me like 6 years ago. He asked me to because I had that natural tendency for ecstasy. Whenever I see Krishna or whenever I see his picture, whenever I hear his name, I start crying and all. So he said maybe you should join our sangha. So he was like, he insisted me in a couple of years ago. So I just that time I just heard and I just maybe I didn't had any intention. So I just came up. But last month, I think 3 weeks ago, he again asked me to again just do it for a month. Don't
Who
give
is
up.
your
I mean,
brother?
my brother is funny Peri. So
Okay, now it's
so he
exciting.
a- he asked me to listen for 1 month. Don't come to any speculation or anything. Just listen to 1 month. Listen continuously for 1 month. But what I did, like I was continuously hearing for a week. I was like, oh my god, no, no, no! It's a lot of cuss words. No, this is not right place for me. I was like. After 1 week, I started crying, and no, and this is not right place. I didn't cry in front of him. I was hesitating to tell him that maybe he will feel bad because his Guru Maharaj. So no, no, no. I was talking to my daughter every time I was telling her, no, this is not right place. But after that 1 week, every day I used to go to Guru Maharaj's FB. And again, I used to start listening for a few minutes. Again, I used to come out. Every day I used to do. I don't know what was wrong. I don't know. Krishna in my heart again wants me to go back. So I was doing that, and then when I spoke to Fani about this, he just raised the topic. I didn't tell anything. I told Suprabha, and she said no, Udina. Okay, don't tell me anything. I'm not that qualified to explain you um, what actually is happening. Maybe Fani is the right person. So I just told him that. So this is what I'm just hearing very less Krishna Katha, but more of cussing words. So I'm not getting anything. So I just stopped crying that whole week. No crying for Krishna Fani. I felt, no, 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 this is not right place for me. So he said, no. He explained me in detail. I can't even explain what he told me exactly. But something changed my mind. Then from next day onwards, again, I started hearing. Like only 2 weeks, 2.5 or 3. That's it. Again, I started hearing to Guru Maharaj every day now. I feel like, okay. Every day I wait for him in the morning. Usually I got
It
habit of
must
like
be interesting perspective when you have this awareness that you were like there was a glitch, you were attracted 6 years ago. Yes, and what must happen in this time you went through, how you evolved, and now you are ready. It's always I like to contemplate on myself
that
like
six
this.
years ago when I was feeling that ecstasy and all, they were like Suprabha and Funny were like, no, okay, Vodina, she calls me Vodina. So Vodina, this is your right place is Guru Maharaj. I think she should go to she should join our Sangha. She was like, I was like, okay, what is that Sangha? When I met Guru Maharaj, oh, okay. I didn't have any feelings that time. But now it's like complete change. Complete change.
Wow.
The Krishna in me, I mean, it took me all these years for me to come this. And that 1 week was like, oh my God. I was running out, I was coming back, running out. Kind of so much suffering during that.
Wow.
So hard. But now it's like, I'm feeling that rough time. Sometimes it's rough. I mean, hard time for me now. I'm like going so, it's like a roller coaster sometimes. Getting high and coming down. High and coming. Sometimes I'm getting angry for no reason.
Yeah, well, that's definitely part of the experience is this roller coaster thing. That I
Those meti, so as she said, like guilt and all. Sometimes I told Lalita, sometimes I have that jealousy. So I don't know. I'm like not like oh they should not do this or not kind of that kind of jealousy, but kind of some kind of fearful jealousy. Oh, they might be better than us. Or that few things still sometimes bother me. Those things like yes, those I just want to get rid of all these and just have that bliss in the bliss for Krishna. That's it. I just want to get out of all this. Whenever I get that Guru Maharaj, I started praying like Guru Maharaj. I don't want this feeling now. That kind of negative feeling in me. That whatever.
yeah, it'll go automatically just because you're in the process. Automatic. Krishna, he knows all this stuff. Just takes away. That's what Krishna means. Stealing, actually.
Sometimes he's very naughty. He also
Yeah,
he also
he
tests
steals
us.
away our
He's
problems,
very
our nartas.
he's
He's,
very
he's
naughty.
a thief.
For me, for me, the most beautiful feeling as a devotee in this material body, it's like when you meet the real, conclusive, ecstatic devotee, in this material body, it's like you rest, you both rest in this consciousness. It's like something is like exchanging, this Krishna is exchange as these devotees and the Krishna consciousness, it's like exchanging, it's like healing, it's like resting, it's like home. It's like, oh my God, I would just touch Lalita's
Feel.
forehead and like rest,
Yes, exactly. I felt the
like
same thing. It's like
meditate, like just be, and that's why I want to go and meet you guys, because
I
I
felt
I
the
want
same.
to rest together in this consciousness.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I felt the same thing in the morning when I was just wanted to rest my head on Guru Maharaj's feet. I just wanted to just rest. And when I spoke to Lalita day before yesterday, I think when I shared my feelings, I just wanted to ask. When I heard her, I just started crying out loud. Oh. See, that's what I mean. When we talk to pure devotee, I mean their vibration.
yeah.
We can feel that purity and that vibration.
Yeah, maybe sometime now that we have a contact over there, maybe we can get some devotees over there in our sangha because we have some devotee. We have a dramata there somewhere near you, I think, and also was it Amy, and maybe somebody else. Who else? Who else do we have out there?
Because now I can't come out of the country as I'm stuck with my green card, so I didn't get my
Yeah. Well,
visa.
I just was looking. I have no place over there to meet people. I don't know if you have a place, but if uh, if there was a place where I can meet people, it's just like then it'd be great. Otherwise, it's very expensive to stay back east. To have a meeting there. So I haven't done it yet. But as soon as there's a place to go, we can arrange a meeting or something, and I'll just fly out there. No big deal.
Good. So now, Guru Maharaj, you're going to UK, right? I mean, next month.
Yeah. But then I'm coming back. Then after that,
You're coming
it'd be
back to
nice.
USA again?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And then come back to USA, and then it'd be nice to meet Andromeda and Amy and yourself and whoever else. I forgot who else is out there. Do we have anybody else out there?
Where Tarun lives, I don't know.
Oh,
Tarun?
Tarun is in Maui.
I don't know where it's.
Yeah, Maui is in Hawaii.
Okay.
In the ocean. Yeah, so at least those three, you and that we. So maybe if there's a place we can meet all together, because if it's
Sure,
only
Guru
2
Maharaj. We'll
hours.
plan for that. We'll definitely plan for that.
Yeah, look
So
into
you'll be
that.
back in June or July?
July 10th or something like that.
Oh, July 10th.
Yeah, so then
My brother also wants me to come to UK, but because of the green card and all, we can't just
oh
go out
yeah.
of the country. We are stuck here. We can't even go to India to see our parents because we are stuck here with the green card process. So
Oh, you're in the green
it's
card process
a
to get it.
process. It's my husband is waiting for that. He didn't get that, so we
Didn't
can't
get
go
it.
out of the country. Those rules.
Yeah. So you stay. So I'll come meet you guys if there's a place that is where we can meet.
Yeah, we can plan that, Guru Maharaj. Amy is in New Jersey, right? Yeah.
New Jersey. Yeah, she could just take a bus. Just if it's only 2 hours. Take a
Yeah,
bus.
it's like 2.5 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Andromeda can come. Maybe I don't know. She's somewhere over there. I forgot where. You know where Andromeda was there? No. Anyway, somewhere over there. She would like to come. It'd be good for the devotees. It's good to meet. Yeah, I mean, we met in Belgium and Turkey. It was like it was a blast, man. There's some purification in Turkey. We had a little thing going on over there, a little problem. It was still great.
You still don't know what the problem is, Guru Maharaj. You don't know what the problem was, so.
Yeah, who cares? God, past. Yeah, okay, so that's good. All right. Kind of feel like more reading, but I'll read later. It's already been 3 hours and 25 minutes. You guys been here the whole time?
Yeah.
How do you do that, man? How do you stay?
I mean, in gym, when I was working out before, I used to listen to music. Now I'm listening to your lectures.
Oh, wow.
I'm doing that. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Okay, my friends. So we'll call it adjourned meeting. We'll adjourn the meeting. Case closed on the people here. You're exonerated. You can go back to Godhead. Godhead is back with you. Actually, you should be feeling Godhead. Krishna doesn't want to wait. He wants to associate intimately with you all now. So more and more. So you don't have to wait to die to go back to Godhead. That's only for ISKCON people. And then they probably not. They still probably can't go in unless they come here. We'll get them ready, right? Yeah, Shama-san will put them through the program of purification. Teach them all the ins and outs of purification. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Someone has to explain from time to time what you forgot, Guru Maharaj. You are living on the transcendental clouds. Only.
Lilita will probably, maybe she remembers something. I don't know.
Thank you so much.
All right.